Yeah, I didn't even change the board. I've had a hell of a week. Like I said, I was crashing through new meds and shit. It's great times. All right. So where were we? Y'all were upstairs at Tinsar's. Yeah. Everybody in their own little rooms. So let's do this part. Everybody,
Blind.
yeah. Are you blind?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's just
I'm
black.
loading up the board
Oh,
right
that's
now.
because you don't have epic night vision, and the guy with the light walked in the room, so it is dark as shit out there to you, bro.
But we're at an inn.
Yeah.
That's great.
You're
That's
in an
fucking
abandoned
awesome.
you're in an abandoned inn. Okay, so this inn is in the middle of a pair of woods that you've walked through that, as you saw, were quite fucked. Like these, woods were horrific to behold, right? And so, yeah, it's very little light. I will say we'll grant you slight night vision just because it is lightning.
I'm casting dancing lights.
Oh, well, there you go. That'll do it. Boom, boom, boom. Keep it low.
It turns it into a dance club.
I want a blue one over here that's flashing at this pulse, and I want another one over here. Like, dude, simmer down, bro. Came out the hallway, rubbed my eyes. The fuck is going on?
What's going on out here?
Yeah, this is. Let's
I'm
see.
trying to get some sleep.
Lights up to 60 feet, and it doesn't say, it doesn't discern between medium or bright light. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's 60 feet. We'll just put low light just because that's easier to see.
Wait, I think it only gives him 30 foot of dim light, right?
Yeah, but the way this is gonna do, it's gonna be like an orb, like an outward thing. So if you do 60 foot, I mean, I guess you can do a different color, but it's kind of pointless for this. So. This emits a low light, and we're gonna put the control by Fayrandis here. Boop. And yeah, you should be able to move that around as you please, and be able to see with it as you please, boss. Anyway, even though all the people watching any stream or recording here only see Pinello right now because she's the only one that has assigned the spy character to it. Whatever though. Man, this music is killing me. It's weird not hearing myself. Anyway, all right, so let me go with that. So it's the middle of the night, and you guys are, having walked through the woods after a hell of a rain and having a fight a vampiric lady who apparently knew who you were. You've had a hell of a night. I think everybody here should have already gotten their long rest, right?
Yeah.
All right, so everybody, let's see, how many people I got in this party? I got 6, right? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So roll me a d6. Everybody roll me a d6. And I'm looking for the lowest number. That's what I'm looking for.
You want us to roll a name for you or on the
You
board?
can roll on the board probably. It's easier. We already gotta roll the board, and plus it gets recorded. So no, we got a 2.
Me and Gargak are matched.
I'm looking for the lowest. Nevix beat you out of 2. Who else? I don't know if
kind of what?
Pinello, you with us? You out there?
Hey, dog.
I haven't heard her talk, so.
Wendy, hello. Wait,
Oh,
she's
man.
she's making circles, or is that's got to be her, right?
I don't know.
That's her color that's pinging on the board. She's just not talking. Ooh, is that light fleshy pink? Wendy,
Man.
so click on the little dice thing in the corner.
So we're gonna test this beforehand.
Click the 1d6.
I don't even know if
and
she
then
hears us, bro.
drag and roll.
Cause I don't hear nothing of her, bro. All right, well,
What'd she roll?
Yeah, she rolled a 3 anyway, so maybe she can
Oh,
hear
okay.
us.
So yeah, she must be able to hear us. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear her at all. All right. It's gonna make it a bit more difficult, bro. You gotta
I mean,
speak up.
she's mic down. 1 sec.
Okay, all right. I don't know where this is. Okay, she's speaking of
She can communicate. She's doing it through roll
All
20.
right, long as there's some form of communication, because that's gonna make it,
So she can hear
pretty
us. She just can't talk.
pretty hard for me to do my damn nerdiness.
All right,
Anyways,
Wendy.
all right.
You gotta write
So-
out like.
Hello?
Hello,
Oh,
there
hey,
we go.
we hear you
Awesome,
now.
Okay.
awesome. All right, that's even easier. Okay, so anyway, Nevik, we're gonna go to you since you rolled the lowest here. Nevik, you are going to awake in the midst of the night to a noise outside your window. And remember, it's raining like hell out here, and these are all.
You know what? That actually makes sense because I think Nevik's the only one who would be awake in the middle of the night because he only needs the 4 hours for a long
Yeah,
rest.
I mean, either way, he's going to rise in the middle of the night to the sound of what sounds like tapping at his window. And this is to say he's on the second story.
Ooh, this no sound good.
Tip tap. All right, let's go check that window then. Let's go check that window stealthy. Sneak over that window.
You're
I mean,
unfolding your
how-
room.
How do you how do you sleep? How does
How do I
Nevik
sleep?
sleep, especially when he has a bed?
I'm gonna
Loincloth is.
say that it's gonna be pretty damn
you-
difficult
are
for
you
you
like-
to hide
Are you
from in
are
the
you
window.
are you naked?
Yeah,
Or did
probably.
you go full clothes? Like did you go
What
like
are you-
sleep
what are you
in full
hiding
gear,
from?
like backpack on?
What are you hiding from?
You're
Are you-
upholding your room.
It's like you're hiding from the window. Are you hiding from the window?
No.
Hiding from the window.
No. So he's alone in his room. He wakes up to this tip tapping. So he pulls the covers over his fucking head. That's exactly what happens. Right
I
now.
mean, that could make sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that would work. We could do that.
Well, no, I mean, I would want to like get out of bed and go check the window.
So, give me a Constitution check real quick. It's always fun to hear, right?
Yeah, thanks.
Or Constitution save, whatever you call it. I always call it a check in my brain. But it's a save. There's a distinct difference.
Yeah, I got you. Did I click it?
All right, so you're gonna roll 11. So you're definitely gonna be slightly startled by what you see. So at first it's just pitch black out there, and you just see like the rain splattering against the window, and a crack of lightning goes off, and you can see the like jagged fingertips of all the trees. You just walk through this what seemed to be like a dead kind of petrified forest as you fought Tinsar and Jaius in here. After another flash, you are going to see a horrific, like, creature. It looks, I mean, right off the get-go, almost like a standing deer, but its head is in its chest, and, like, it doesn't look right. So give me a perception check on that. And we'll see how, because basically after that flash of lightning, even with your night vision, it's gone. Right.
Fucking Return of Weird Deer. I fucking love it.
Yeah, so this is motherfucking. You can see that it looks stitched up. It doesn't. From just that flash, you notice that down from its head, where its chest would be, and it has a face. It looks almost like a skeleton, like a deer head skeleton, right?
Okay.
Are you familiar with that concept, right?
Yeah.
So basically, it looks like someone took a deer, cut its head off, and then let the head decay, but not the rest of the body, and then sewed the head in the chest to appear like with eyes, like you can see it, right? So it doesn't have like visible eyes. It's like hollow, like a skull. And this thing seemingly is just floating in the air. So, squinting around as you do with a 19, you're going to be able to see this thing off in the distance, flying at what appears to be amazing rates of speed. And within, like, the next flash of lightning, this thing's gone.
Damn, I guess I had too much chili. I don't know.
Get a
I
bottle.
gotta stop eating
Bye-
chili
bye-
I gotta
before
stop
bed.
eating that garlic
bye-
chili
bye-
before bed.
What I get, man. I shouldn't have licked that white pepper. I know.
Infinite fucking bowl of chili. He licked the sausage.
Yeah, that was it. I shouldn't have done that. I should have licked that sausage. But, oh god. So yeah, if you're gonna do anything about that other than be weirded out,
That was weird and go.
now's
Yeah,
the time to tell me.
No, that was weird.
Right,
I'm not
so-
gonna like go running through the house like screaming and ranting
Okay,
about how I saw
okay.
some crazy
Right.
things.
So the rest of the night is fairly uneventful. In this forest, though it is fairly dark, it almost seems like the sun comes out. The sky here is blue, like a natural kind of blue. It's no longer raining. The rest of you, including Nevik here, are all going to start hearing the voices of Jason and Sensor downstairs, and they seem to be arguing about something. You can hear Jason yelling like, "You have to eat this. I don't care." And the old man's like, "How do I even know you're real? This isn't food. Who are you? What are we doing here?" She's like, "I've been through this story multiple times. We're not going to do this again. You have to eat." You're also going to notice, all of you, not necessarily at the same time, but as you rise, that you're all very fucking hungry. It's been a while since any of you have had eaten meals or had any urge to do so. But finding yourself with flesh, those of you who were lacking it before, will certainly
Some question.
feel that grumble. Yes.
How hungry am I considering I haven't eaten in 800 years?
When you were in ghost form, most of
You
you,
just
which
die
were
immediately.
most of you that were in ghost form didn't have a drive to eat or a need to either while you were that, but currently you do. And how hungry? Very fucking hungry.
Can I smell bacon?
Wait, am I still missing my eye, or did I grow my ghost eye back?
You were still missing your eye, Nevik is still missing Sam.
God, that thing's got to be skittering around here somewhere, just stealing shit, just getting into trouble.
I'm gonna walk out. I guess.
I
and
know
find
my
way
right hand. He's
downstairs.
probably hanging out in a brothel somewhere.
That's gross, Nevik. That's fucking gross.
Just saying. If I know my right hand.
So we hear them arguing and we're hungry. I guess I will get up and go investigate why they're arguing.
You draw yourself a
At the
blanket.
very least.
I want to
I
eat some of
tried
that.
to, yeah, I tried to, yes.
It's like, what is this? The blankets? Or it is?
I tried to put it over my character, but it didn't.
All right, so
Get outta here.
are we all choosing to come downstairs? What are we doing? What's going on here?
I don't know.
I'm going
I guess-
Yeah.
Guess we're all going downstairs.
I smell porridge.
Give me just a moment. Rearrange my shit proper, bro. My kid is like bug sleep right now.
Fuck you, I am not going.
Nothing a little whiskey won't fix,
he's
brother.
Just partying, dude. He's just partying. We're just letting him party, man. We're just like partying up, dude. He's up there with his mom.
A sock full of sand and a dab of whiskey on the lips, and then never remember a thing.
He's having a good time. Anyway, so
Wait, what about a
what's
sock full of sand?
None of that shit. None of that shit. No, he's up
I'm
there.
more of a
I'm glad somebody
proponent of
caught
butterscotch.
that.
He's up there watching TikTok with his mom. Okay, it's all right.
I'm more a proponent of buttersock. It has more give.
Wow, I love my child. Fuck you guys.
I'm not saying to hit your child with buttersock. I'm just saying if you're gonna use a sock-based weapon, fill it with butter. It
Oh my-
doesn't leave a bruise.
Give him a butter sock. He can have it
Yeah,
on
if
his
you really
own.
want to do damage, fill it with rolls of quarters.
None of that shit.
Yeah, but that shit'll leave a bruise, brother. You got to fill it with butter, and it won't leave a mark.
I'm not gonna ever damn hit my child. What are you talking about? I love this.
Well, you
thing.
might need to use buttersock one day.
Dude, the
brother.
only way I will ever have to hit my child is if he like points a gun at me or something. Like,
I'm not
Gonna come at
saying
you with
you're
He's gonna
assuming
come at
that
you with a
I'm
knife, and you're
Yeah,
gonna
right,
have
like-
on the ready.
I mean,
no, you're assuming that I mean for your kid, but what I'm talking about is just in life in general. Like you might need to fuck someone up, but not leave a mark on them. Buttersock.
my day-to-day life consists of like answering questions on the internet, going to like maybe the gas station and the grocery store. So like,
What if you?
pretty good, you know.
Look,
It's pretty,
but
I went to the pizza place today. It was
I'm
pretty
just
chill.
trying to help you for when you get invited to one of those fucking weird eyes wide shut parties the IBM corporate execs be
I
having.
mean, that may happen. That may be true. They do have some weird people up there. So I'm sure they got some weird shit going on. I don't want to. I'll be like, I'm just gonna gracefully back out, guys. Oh, past the butter, I gotta leave. You know, I'll keep it in mind. I'm sure they'll have butter there, right? Anyway, so as you guys come downstairs, you can see Jason here, who, you know, the token is armed, but she's not armed, is sitting here over Tinsar, who is, you know, slightly standing a little bit, kind of pushing off his chair. He looks kind of a little irate. And, you know, she is holding what appears to be like scrambled eggs for all intents and purposes on a plate. There are, you know, cracked blue shells and over here, and there are looks like a skillet with, you know, kind of food debris in it over here. And she is insisting, look, you have to eat this. I swear to you, you will perish. And he's like, it doesn't matter. We're all gonna perish. You understand? Do you understand this? Look, okay, this place is it belongs to her. If we're here, we're entrapped. You understand that, right? Like he's, you know, animated, seems very anxious.
As we come down the stairs, I guess I'll approach and be like, "Hey, what's going on here? Just calm down."
You know, she's gonna turn to him. She's like, "This old man has eaten in 2 days. And the first time he comes around and quits muttering to himself, here I try to feed him and he refuses once again, acts like he doesn't know me. Like I've told him at least a dozen times." She seems frustrated and she literally turns around and just kind of slams this plate on the table. Oh, I'm going to grab her as she goes by and leans against it with a sigh. And she's like, look, you know,
I didn't make these for you because I like you or anything.
she's
Blam!
like, yeah, she's just like, look, you know, I realize that, you know, my kind don't necessarily share your taste, but I knew him long before this, back when he was something more, and I owe him this. But how do I fight this madness?
I'm gonna start
Kind of
cooking behind the
waves his
bar
hand at
there.
him. The bar itself doesn't have really any cooking materials unless you want to set something on fire. There is an open flame going on over here with some skillet and so on that has occurred in the back left of the room.
Yeah, totally gonna go start cooking breakfast.
I'm gonna pick up a fork of the eggs and come over to Tensar, and it's like, here comes the
airplane.
here comes the
The
airplane.
dragon. Here comes
Yeah,
the dragon.
he's gonna slap your hands away. He's like, "Get away from me, you illusion!" Swear to God.
How can
should
you slap an
never-
illusion?
I'm rolling a deception check to like try to get him to eat. Like here comes your vitamins.
I
They're
mean, you
good
can
for
roll it, but just that role play is so ridiculous that it doesn't. I'm not gonna, you know, let that occur. You're not
Here
gonna taunt him like
here
a child.
comes the
Yeah.
fire dragon, open wide.
Literally, you're talking to one of the original Circle of Eight that invented the spells that
He's not
you
the-
and
he's
your
not.
friends know how to use.
He
Right?
hasn't lost his mind. He just doesn't believe what he sees.
Then
Obviously,
I'm-
he said he
then
thought
I'm
you were
gonna
an
be like,
illusion.
Yeah,
Look, old man.
Pinota speaks up.
Yeah, she's like, he does not believe you are who you are. Like, does he not know you?
He
That's what
definitely
she's
don't
gonna
know
figure
me.
out.
Not no favorite.
He
Yeah.
knows me, or he should know me.
So shouldn't someone
I
that
don't-
he knows speak
I
to
mean-
this man?
Well, I mean, he's
I'm making
he
eggs.
obviously still doesn't recognize us. We've been over this yesterday. That's why they attacked us. I don't
But
know.
he thinks
Maybe
you're an
maybe
illusion.
Ned,
He
maybe
doesn't
Ned can
remember.
get through to him.
Not real.
I'm
That's
just
the
gonna be
difference.
like, hey, dude, I understand.
So he's kind of glancing around from the various members in the room, and he's going to be shaking his head when he looks over across at Jason and Gargak, and he's like, "That can't be right. There were more of them. There's fools here, and I was deceived. And
Hello.
so were they. There was at least two others, I swear."
Uh,
They're dead.
He's like
You're
holding
not
his
wrong.
head to his hand.
you're just not with us.
They're dead.
Lies.
Fucking Nevik just they're dead. Mm-hmm.
Eating my eggs. They're dead.
I'm gonna be like, look, I understand what it's like to be disorienting in this realm. I was in an axe for 800 years. I understand.
Here we go again.
No, Canelo was gonna say enough about the axe
Dragon.
already.
Axe. What
Axe
We
this.
know you were
kind of
in an
madness
axe.
is this?
Yeah, Jesus.
You
fucking
failed
Christ,
the
every
Dragon
listener says
King.
This is
We
about
know
being in that. We get it.
You
were
failed
in
the
that.
Dragon King. I know this.
I'm trying to use my old manness to relate to this old man.
You try to feed him you try to feed him as a baby
You
just
as a
now. Does that
dragon.
relate?
Okay, you as a supposed dragon is trying to relate to an aged human.
I mean, I'm
And
an
great.
aged human now.
Now,
Jason
Okay.
lost. I forgot how to talk in that moment.
We will let this carry on.
I'm
amongst
going through a
yourselves.
lot. I'm going through a lot as Jason.
Well,
Anyway.
like,
you
pull
tried some
your
of these
shit
things,
they're
together.
pretty good.
We're real, you're real, and we're in real deep shit.
I don't know you, and I've never seen this face. What lies and illusions are these? I swear, I found myself in some sort of purgatory. He kind of pushes himself back a little bit in the chair.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy.
He leans his head to his arm, and he's like, "I swear, I have to get out of this place. I don't know how, but
Yeah,
I
I'm down
will-
with that.
I will escape.
I'm
this
okay with
place."
that.
And Jason, kind of turns back around and she steps forward, and he's like, "Yeah, here we go again. You'll make it about 3 days out in the forest and collapse. I'll have to go retrieve you again. You and I both know, that the only way through this is through the path in the cave, and you'll never make it. Not in this cursed
Why
state."
will he not make it? Canelo asked her.
She kind of turns back at you, and she's like, "Look
Look
at him.
at him.
Frail,
Yeah.
driven mad, can barely make understanding of where he is." And he's like, "I know exactly where I am. I've been here before. This is back where me and Bigsby and Tasha, we all used to meet. This is our place. They should be here. If this were true, they would be here now. If this were anything, if this were my memory, but it's not. This is something else. It's some sort of hell."
Maybe he's right.
So meta-wise, I
whatever-
offer meta-wise as a DM.
hold on,
I want to ask you the questions, just the question. What was the just any of you? The Raven Queen, Queen Napica. What was she the goddess of?
Memories. We're in his memories, but then he's right.
Manipulated, changed. Yeah,
Where-
you fucked with my memories too, man. Don't worry about it.
No, if we're inside, this is part of his memory.
That looks like
where is
Dover.
Bigsby? Where is Tasha?
Oh. Is someone draining his memory and taking away what he knows?
Or maybe this isn't his memory.
Or maybe it's manipulated in order to torture him.
So are you guys
Like she
speaking
did.
out loud, or is this like meta shit?
This is meta
Well,
right now.
I do want to
Yeah.
ask him.
There's two characters in the room.
What
who
do
I
you
roleplay,
What do
so.
you mean? I do want to ask him. What do you mean? Where's Bigsby and where's Tasha?
This is where we would always meet. We always said if things went south, this is where we met. And he points at you and he kind of glares a little bit. You've been injured. You didn't appear this way before.
Yeah, I've kind of gone through a lot after we last talked.
I've had some work done.
I talked. I sent you on a fool's mission. You suicide at best. Look what became of it.
Yeah, no, exactly. You sent me on a suicide mission, and now we're here, still on that mission.
You're here to taunt me. You're nothing but.
Here to taunt. If I was, I wouldn't.
So you got to
I'm
see
not here
like
to
like
taunt
from
you,
him,
Vincent.
if I sent you on a suicide mission and here I am, I think I've died and gone to some sort of purgatory, and here is some fucked up version of you talking to me. Wouldn't I see that as
Confirmation.
memories taunting me, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
If Favorindus is over here, like, absent-mindedly playing in the fire, since fire doesn't really bother him, but he just, like, turns over.
Your clothes are on fire.
I'm playing with it with my hand. I'm not standing. But Favorindus is gonna. It's like, yeah, it was a suicide mission. That's why they're all dead in here.
Not dead anymore. I just had some good eggs. Delicious.
Dead. The dead have opportunity
We-
to pass. This is sick. I'm stuck. Jason at that point speaks up. And she goes, "That much is true. This place wasn't always this way. It's once a peaceful glade, but the warden's protections don't expand out this far, and it's a chaotic time, both above
Hey,
and below."
what's up with that creepy deer thing in the woods?
She kind of
What
turns.
creepy deer thing?
Kind of
What
turns.
creepy deer?
Yeah,
favorite-
she's
like,
gonna turn to you with a
Huh?
confused look and be like, there are very few animals living in these woods. At
Okay.
least deer."
I was like half asleep, and this deer thing with like head in his chest, when it was like a skull or something. He's all floating around. I might have dreamt it. I mean, but
You
that's pretty
sure
weird.
you're
Pretty
not
weird.
dreaming it.
I mean, I was out of bed and standing up, looking out of the window.
Friend, I
so-
assure you that the reality is nightmarish enough without your telling us of your dreams.
Lord
Then
check.
what is the reality?
But
Can I do a like? Can I do like a lore check?
lore check. Go ahead. For what were you trying to?
Like, does this like? I mean, as old as I am, does this make like? Do I know like of any kind of like entity or creature that looks like this?
I believe this is the first time, well, the second time you've died, but the first time that you've gone on the spirit walk. So
Yeah, I don't think you would be,
Okay.
like, character-wise. I don't think anybody here would be.
I don't think he was. I don't think he was here for our character's view on what death is. When I described death as the Forrest Gump bench in just an ever expanding white.
So she just laid out some information, and Pinello asked, "Well, what is the reality?" And she's like, "Well, disjointed. It used to, like I said, be a peaceful glade, a beautiful forest, but if you travel deep enough, it starts to shift between different times and seemingly planes of existence. One used to be able to travel this way to make their way through the gates of Manifest and thus the great beyond. I've visited Manifest a couple of times myself, but now that the paths have grown such a mess, I dare not travel that far into the forest." And this, of course, Tinsar is going to speak up. He's like, "You're a coward." Like, I'm a vampire.
No, I mean,
Yeah, I'm
I
a
would not-
vampire.
not it.
I have no wish to go any further.
Yeah, at the mention of coward, I'm just gonna be like, huh? What?
Somebody calling my name.
What?
So she mentioned something about a warden that didn't come this far out. She motherfucking was talking about this place used to be, a peaceful glade. She's openly told you that okay, so this is again a little bit meta for the long-term players. The mirrors that you saw in her house and things like that, like in various mirrors, how these were used to travel. That's how she gets to this location.
Mirrors to travel.
Yeah, right. So the
Oh,
instead
you
of
mean the ones that we fucking that we fucked up all those mirrors?
yeah, there was some fucked up mirrors in there.
So-
Yep.
So no. So has she been trapped here since we fucked up all her mirrors?
No, it's not just those mirrors. It's like like she has the ability to like mirror walk. Like she can walk into
Oh,
a
okay,
universe
okay.
with using a mirror. Yeah.
Okay,
She's like
so
Mirror Man,
she has
Reflecto.
yeah, she has like a planes walk, but it's through mirrors to
Yes.
this place, I guess.
Well, to various locations, basically, right?
Got you.
I mean, it's not all mirrors. There has to be some kind of magic done to them. But go ahead.
Penelope wants to ask Jason, why do you keep him trapped here? I know you think you're keeping him
I don't
safe,
keep
but
him
what is
trapped
you
here.
trying to keep him safe?
Every time he wanders out, he'll end up. I find him half dead in the woods. What am I supposed to just leave him there?
Well, you probably should go with him the first time.
I do, and trust me, friend, it doesn't go well. It's quite easy to lose oneself in the forest when it is such a disjointed way.
Ah,
You can literally be walking right alongside someone and turn around and they're not there. Neither are you. You're somewhere else.
You trapped here?
Existence changes.
that sounds
Are you and him
almost
trapped
like
here?
my everyday life, though.
I'm not.
But he is trapped here.
He seemingly is. I'm not sure why, but he and I don't even know how he got here. How did you get here? If the flow of the souls has been stopped, why
There was this
5
boat,
or 6 of you? You know, there have been what 4 of you now?
and I stowed away on it from Daventry.
Oh god.
I'm pretty sure you already told her that part.
Oh, okay. There was this floating boat that we got from a dragon, and that was that. Wait, hold on. There was this.
You have a dragon.
There was this blood queen. No, we don't
Dragon?
have a dragon. You
We
can't.
supposedly have
Shut
a
up, old
couple
man.
of dragons.
Shut up, old man.
We have a Dragon King.
Yeah, apparently it's orc.
Look, we don't.
Ogre,
Look, this
orc,
is already getting
orc.
confusing enough. We need to we need to figure out what we're gonna do about Tinsar, because look at
Can
this
we not
man.
call on your great
He was one of the.
white dragon?
Nah, he kind of
in the
just shows up for
name.
plot convenience.
Yeah, he's not a. He's not a.
He's more of a narrative
He's not a-
device than
yeah,
an
he's not a
actual,
tame-
Like,
Jason
character.
was like, he's just a plot point.
What was the question?
She asked if we could get our white dragon friend to come.
I was
help
like, can you
us.
call on your friend?
No, he's. I mean, he's a friend,
great,
but
you know?
he just kind of comes and goes as he
Well,
wants. He
he
just
also
shows up
wants to
whenever.
openly eat Verandas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beirut just has to prove himself to me.
Like
But-
he's
I
like
mean,
the only
I'd say,
reason
wouldn't
the
one
only
be
reason he left is because
before-
Gargak was like, "Don't eat him and leave," and he was like, "All right,
But-
man," but like,
I think we could feed him a piece of Ferrandis. I mean, this
Just
man
a
over
little
here is
bit.
missing a
Okay,
hand.
so Faerundis is technically a dragon, so you should revere him as a person. And it's been confirmed by another dragon that he's a dragon. I mean, you dropped on your knees and pled fealty to an orc because a dragon said he was the Dragon King.
I don't worship traitors. Sorry.
I mean,
Or
you
failures.
don't. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. Anyway,
Brenda's just gonna be like, look, you people wouldn't exist if it wasn't for my failures, air quotes.
oh yeah, talking
What
to
do you
each
mean,
other.
you people?
we're all like having an argument, and they're just watching us
Hold on,
argue amongst
hold
each
on.
other.
What do you mean, you people?
You pesky little mortals.
Anyway, so
I've been treated
about
Are you not mortal yourself?
like a
I
mutt.
mean, I am now.
What? Again,
Anyway, we
madness.
need- let's-
This
let's
my
have-
mind is inventing madness. Tinsar claims.
yeah, I'd believe it. I'm not sure I didn't die fucking ages ago, and this has all just been one long continuous
this is,
hell.
this is what you trip
That
through
boat
before
thing
you
on the
actually
next circle of
go.
hell.
Yep.
Like, like I'm just gonna. At some point I'm gonna die and wake up in my bed again, and it's all just
That's gonna be
start
the last
right
session.
The, fuck back
The
over.
last session is just gonna be boards of like actual like modern boards of like bedrooms, and you guys are gonna wake up as like normal like teenagers in your room. Like, what just happened?
He woke up on a ship.
Some never
But,
ending story shit. Yeah.
But we should probably like. Is there anything that we might know that might?
You guys are
Prove
free to
to
just
him.
talk to
No, I'm
yourself,
not-
talk among,
yeah,
discuss
no,
amongst
I'm not-
yourselves. Yeah,
I'm
go
not.
ahead.
I'm not talking to you, Adam. I'm talking to my fellow like party members. Is there anything that me, Gargak, and Nevik might know that might be able to convince him that we're real? Not to mention Nevik does have like a tongue made of solid fucking gold filled with lead.
He's a slippery man.
All right, wait. So you're telling me I need to convince this guy that shit is real?
Yeah, that he is not actually that this. You need to convince him that he is not going insane. that
I
what
like
is
that.
happening is
I
real.
like that. What?
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now that I don't care what your role is, you're gonna have to actually give me a sufficient like thing with it. Like earlier, I didn't let for Faerandis do his airplane deception roll. I need like actual, logical role play behind your roles. Okay, this isn't just a numbers game; it's a role playing game as well. Agreed.
All right, I'm gonna
Agreed, right?
reach up. Yeah, no, yeah, totally
Okay.
agreed. Reach up, sleight of hand.
Hold on. That's
Um,
why. That's why before I said that, I preferenced it with. Is there anything that we might know that, like, any bit of information we could give him?
Now you're
that
still talking to
might
each other,
give him some
Nevik
of the
or anybody else. If
advice.
you go to direct anything to either one of the characters I'm playing right now, just let me know, okay?
Yeah, I want to direct at Tensar. I'm gonna do a sleight of hand and slap him in the face, and tell him to snap the fuck out of it. That that bird bitch is just fucking with your mind.
I didn't realize I was gonna have to get the character sheet out for Tensar. Hold on.
No. I should have went first.
Snap the fuck out of it. That bird bitch is fucking with your mind.
Let me get my
Just did the same thing to me.
my murders on. Hold on.
Never put some spit on his hand.
I mean, I gave it to Nevik because he could usually sell shit to a turd farmer.
But he just walked up and slapped the man. He didn't talk to me.
Bam! Oh, I said shit too. I mean, there's a persuasion roll or something in
I
there.
was going to try to offer to persuade the man to come sit down and eat. You want to walk up and slap me.
I'm gonna walk up, slap
All right.
this motherfucker.
All right, so go ahead, you're free to do this. So
Okay,
you're gonna reach up.
I'm proficient in that, so yeah, that automatically becomes 17. Yeah.
So you're gonna reach up and slap the Tensar, and he of course is not pleased with this. Instantaneously, looking very upset and pissed, he rises and stands up, and it is clear that Tensar is taller than you. And even as an old man, he's maybe frail,
Quite intimidating.
yeah, he's certainly got an intimidating.
Okay, wait. So
stance to him.
would it be intimidation for me to tell him to snap the fuck out of it?
He is going to react. He's going to do a reaction, and he is actually a warcaster, which allows him to motherfucking
Oh Jesus!
basically cast anything that has a one. That has a time of a one action and targets only that creature as an opportunity attack and reaction. So he's going to cast Levitate on you, straight up, and this is going to rise you 20 feet in the air, immediately nailing you against the ceiling, very quickly. Let me make sure I got my shit. Oh man. There we go. Right. So let's see, I got it pulled up right here.
Nevik, I think you done goofed.
Yeah, so basically it's your turn, when you want to, you can try to push off the ceiling a little bit, but you basically have to it's almost like being in space, you have to push off of things. But right now, you just got slammed against the ceiling pretty much immediately by Tensar after slapping him. He's like, "You dare assault me, fool!"
Whoa! Calm down.
No, I'm totally gonna say the fucking line that I was fucking gonna say.
From the ceiling, you yell.
Yeah. Snap the fuck out of it. That bird bitch is fucking with your memories, manipulating your mind.
If it is true, and you are here, then it is you too that have been manipulated, fooled.
Me fool, you fool.
He starts
You
to
got manipulated.
starts to straight kind of lower you down a little bit.
We all got manipulated. She was playing voice of some girl I had a crush on in my head and shit, and then did super creepy dreams.
And where is she? Where are the others? You had an archer with you.
Dead. Man, the archer went out in a bad way, but
Dead. Dead.
Oh yeah. Real.
Look, it wasn't me.
when we went through the gate, and
You all claimed to be dead before you arrived here. That is exactly what happened to me. I saw the failure. I saw it come.
Queen?
And he's holding you. He looks pretty intense when he's saying these things. And he's like, "Yeah, I remember Veyron." At this, Jason speaks up, and she's like, "You speak of the Blood Mother." You know nothing of her. You were you were
actually,
fools to attack her to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, actually we done fucked up a lot, apparently. And we're being, manipulated.
Yeah, we're the fools, and she's the one. We're the fools to try and stop her, and she's the one who set off these events in the first place. So I mean, 1 for 1. Let's call it evens, Stevens on that one. Okay, vampire.
The name is
Oh.
Jason, sir.
Ooh.
And what do you mean? I mean, I understand that she wanted to open the gate to stop what was happening, but what do you mean cause these events? It was the resurrection of Tath, Asarak's bringing that brought about this destruction.
She's the one who caused it.
Explain yourself.
From every vantage point that I see, she is in direct cause of everything that happened. If she had not set out on whatever fucking wild, crazy adventure she set out on, we wouldn't be here dead.
She set out on a noble mission to stop the draining of souls from this plane.
Souls from this plane, blah blah blah. Like for why? For why though? Who it hurt?
Over time, the detriment would be indestructible. There would be no life to return to the material realm.
What do you mean? Explain that to me.
Here.
Explain that to me, bro. Humans breed like fucking rabbits.
There would be no humans. It is the souls that you bear that give you life, not your flesh.
So you're telling me
she's kind of seems kind of annoyed at this, like you're like naive about it, right? Like she's talking to a teenager.
Well, I mean, you're talking about souls, but you're
and legit, she's a vampire, yeah, that has died and apparently crosses between like the underworld and this thing. I mean, she's got some experience.
So maybe she knows more about souls than you think she does. If she's been more far traveled than you have.
Yeah, it's like get some up.
Like I fucking care what a vampire says.
No, you're a very small-minded man.
Well, I mean, yeah, in character, yeah, you'd be like, fuck this girl.
Yeah,
regardless of what she
like
said, because, yeah, your entire upbringing is fuck vampires, yeah. These are undead monsters, yeah.
Well, I mean, that and...
but she's speaking...
Veyrin wanted it to... What she's speaking is Veyrin's plan to overthrow the god.
Now, see, Penelope doesn't know about this yet in character.
Yeah.
She would be like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I thought I was here. I thought I was here to help some dead people get to the afterlife, and that was it.
That's me explaining. There we go. That's my explanation to her. Is that he died as a result of someone's plan to overthrow the literal gods.
Okay, but you already know how Canelo feels about the gods and how you already know Canelo's thoughts about that.
You worship dragons. You worship dragons.
I mean, you think that it's right because you can go around and chill because you think it's right when it favors you, but when it favors someone else's plan, it's wrong. But if it was your plan and it hurt other people, it's okay.
Jason speaks up again. She's like, the plan favored every living being on the material realm. You do not understand.
Then what is so wrong with that? She says to Jason, if their plan was to save everyone, what was the problem?
When she
this is Canelo, she doesn't know this. Like, I'm just saying.
His dad twice.
The way she went about it was quite horrific. Yes. She went to basically open up a demon gate. Yeah, yeah.
She cares about life. Then why did she put all of life in peril? The world has been scorched. You think there was enough death going around?
I think that was kind of our fault.
That is.
I was just about to say, did you not fail?
No, it happened.
Is the world not scorched because you just said you guys failed? Like Canelo's like she heard you guys.
I think the Raven King gave back Astrak the power, and then we sort of fucked up with not getting all of that stick that I couldn't touch.
Saying this whole time is that you guys failed, and you guys.
Tinsar actually leans forward at the mention of the stick, which is the rod of power, and he shakes his head. And he's like, "No, that was never the key. That was how my companions. That's how we solved our crisis in the time. I thought that it was the way that the cycle always continues. You understand?
They got it now.
It doesn't matter.
You telling me now that I'm dead?
I don't think it'll solve anything. And he definitely seems, dismayed. Like I said, he already said he sent you on a suicide mission.
None of this solved anything. All any of this did was create massive death and
And yeah, meta-wise, we actually know that in the on the surface,
Jason,
massive life is bursting from forest and things like that.
Jason, you want to praise Vayrin for what she did, and what she did was set off on a madman's quest in order to obtain power beyond anything she could ever conceive.
Perhaps she was conceited, but her end goal was the best
Her
hope.
end goal was ultimate power. And ultimate power corrupts ultimately.
True.
God, I fucking hate lawful.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Perhaps it
hurts.
Perhaps it does. But I think you think of it too black and white, just as you judge me for my heritage.
I mean, that's the whole reason I came was money and power.
If I thought strictly in black and white, I probably would have already been upon you.
That's gross. You need to hold back those urges.
So you truly are a fool.
So Penelope's gonna ask.
Yeah, I am.
Tensar, do you want to leave?
I've tried. Every time I go, I end up alone and lost. Even if we hold hands. He just kind of looks a little way, kind of sad at this. I don't know. I think I have to go another way. I think I have to go back. How did... I've never seen you before, but I know of your species. You're the sea elves of the northern seas, right?
Yes.
Now, the Penelo is actually from a sea elf from the Underdark kind of cave area. She's a bit disconnected from the sea elves from above. There are sea elves.
Yeah, we traveled in the caverns.
Yeah, but you could say whatever to him, because he does it really.
Yeah, I'm a sea elf. What of it, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Well, no, I was gonna say
It's a bit to be clear. To be clear, in the world of sea elves, it's a mild racist. It's kind of like he's like claiming you're from one area of the world than another, But
yeah,
whatever.
Oh, you one of them Colorado boys?
Wait. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Let me give it a shot at explaining it. You're from the west side, but he's saying that you're from the east side.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And you don't have to argue.
He just
whatever, dude.
that's fucked up.
Whatever, dude.
Okay, so yeah, Penelope's gonna look at him and be like, okay, no.
Good for you, guy. Knowing.
Doesn't matter. I don't know your face. You're probably a trick. Probably a trick sent from the damn Napica.
Okay, wait. So if the tricks are people you don't recognize their face, right? You obviously recognize me and Gargak and this other old dude.
Or perhaps she's the only one telling the truth.
She's the one that joined us randomly because fucking dragon guy over here, who apparently is an actual dragon, but he doesn't look it anyway.
Excuse me.
Penelope's gonna say that I believe I'm the only one looking without a jaundice. Feel like you all are upset about the things that you destroyed in this world, and you're kind of taking it out on these people.
So Tensar is going to step forward a little bit and lean forward in his chair, and he's going to be like, and Nevik, we have released you from your levitation. He's going to, kind of sit there for a second and be like, well, you say she joined the party randomly. You don't have any suspicion of that.
Well, no, she already pledged loyalty, bent down on bended knee to the half-orc over there.
Without knowing.
Apparently he's the Dragon King.
Gonna correct Nevik, the Dragon Lord, the Dragon King.
The Dragon King.
Excuse me. So, to be clear,
half-orc is the Dragon King, apparently.
To be clear, you're claiming that he...
Yep, that guy. Right there.
Is a king.
With the whip, yeah.
And that he is a dragon.
With the whip.
Yeah, the old guy over there playing with fire. Quit it. Yeah,
Whoa.
That's apparently a dragon.
I'm afraid
confirmed by another dragon, sir. I mean,
I
didn't believe it either. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, wait, what? I didn't believe it either at first, but
Ayrindis is
mean-
going to turn to Tenzar very seriously, like very,
Oh man.
very seriously, and it's like, you are one of the ancient humans. What know you of Feyrendis?
God damn thing.
I mean,
heard
that
this-
was a nat 20 on persuasion though.
Sorry.
Holy shit!
What are you rolling for,
He
Nevis?
rolled a
Spitting
persuasion.
actual fucking gold. Like just spitting gold bars, brother.
Yeah, I was literally
Wait a
telling him
minute.
about how the sea elf randomly joined us, already pledged fealty to the half orc
yeah,
because,
yeah.
like, I went to jail with him, but apparently he's the Dragon King, and the guy who's playing
he,
with
like
fire,
I said,
and
with the
I was like,
persuasion
"Quit
20,
it."
you know, he's gonna hear you out for sure, but he's definitely still like, I'm finding this tale wild, you know.
Oh no, man! It's like he sprinkled MSG on his words or something, dog.
I mean, you would
Telling
still.
you,
I mean, it's still a fantastical
okay,
tale.
yeah,
like,
it
it's,
is-
it's
it-
still.
like,
I mean, you're
the
literally
only
claiming
reason-
this
the only
guy's a
reason
dragon,
I'm
and
asking
he's
you
a
to
king.
believe it.
Hold on,
Not
we're
crazy.
talking. Yeah, but we're also talking to someone who has previously helped save the
Oh
world.
yeah,
so
yeah. Like I
it's
said, so
that
he's here. He's
wild.
here. You know, he's hearing you out for sure. Yeah, I mean, he fucking sent you guys riding on emerald fucking horses and shit. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
he's got some cool
Emerald
magic and
Pegasus,
shit.
yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, he's, like I said, hearing you out. Ferrandis' question, he's like, yeah, I've heard the name, but I am not as ancient as the Dragon Lords, that's for sure.
Apparently he is.
Have I
some
been here that
800-year-old
long?
Trapped in an axe.
I mean, Feyrendis is like, well,
Betrayed all the dragons.
And
All the
after-
dragons want to eat him.
after the fall
And
of
the dragon.
It was said that Ferrandis was put in a weapon. It was a sword, but you say it was an axe.
When my buddy grabbed it, he wanted it to be an axe, so it became an axe.
Became an axe. The weapon changed.
I think we fed it. an
Yeah.
axe.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think it ate an axe.
Yeah,
and-
so one of the traits of this weapon, actually, because of the whole backstory with Ferrandis, the soul was tied with a changeling soul, and it can change shape.
So the weapon could change? I did not know that.
Yeah.
Gargak could have had a whip
Okay,
the whole
he should have
time.
kept
He
the
could have had
axe.
a whip the whole time,
He
but he
did-
didn't
okay, so as
realize
far
how
as
bad
keeping the
whip
axe,
was.
he had the axe, and it literally died with it. And when he came through, the axe was gone, and Ferrandis
Ferrandis
was
was
standing
there,
next to him.
yeah.
And it was a
No,
sword,
no.
but he fed
It
it
was-
his battle axe. Like he combined it,
Yeah.
and it became.
I don't think it was that the axe
battle
was
axe.
gone. I think he still had the axe. It's just it wasn't magical anymore.
Yeah.
Not
'cause I
magical
Yeah,
think-
no,
anymore.
it no longer burst into flames.
Well, the
and it no
axe that he
longer-
had fed it to basically is now there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feyrendis is like, after the fall of Orlandris, I was sealed within a sword. For 800 years, I rested,
Axe.
and then this merry party of interesting characters came along, and
I'm
my
gonna flip him off. as he
great
says
great
that.
great 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 grandson
We're all
going
like snickering in the background.
found the axe, or found the sword, and they fed it an axe to become a flaming axe.
It
But
should have
for
been.
some reason,
bad time
upon their death, at the hands of what's the dude, Asarak, and the
The Raven Queen.
and the Raven Queen, they made their way to the Ghost Walk, where I somehow found myself with a body again.
Well, with
And
the
now
soul, we weren't really.
and now we
bodies,
make
were
our way
like
to
memories
manifest.
So he seems kind of
soul.
relaxed a little bit, and he's like leaning back, listening, as if you guys are like telling him this like really like interesting tale. He's gonna speak up, and he's like,
Escape from the drow. Oh man, the bar.
Oh, to the
so
drow.
you're an outlier. You weren't expected to be here then.
Oh man, we were actually supposed to be going to what was that?
And-
A
and how did
manifest.
the
of
rest
I don't
of
think
you
any
get
of
here?
us were expected to be here.
Fuck, Man, I missed
Did
my
you
I
were-
resigned myself to being a hunk of metal.
I
You
missed my boat.
escaped Tath. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know if
Yes
escape
and
is
no.
The right word. They died.
Yes
You were
and no.
Devoured your soul.
No.
No, we escaped from that, but
Is
we
that-
he's still we didn't like kill him or anything. He's still out there.
Did
Bubbles.
he devour your soul? Is that where we are?
No, man, I'm telling you. Went through the drow underdark. Fucking, we met Gar. Not a fun guy, by the way.
He's
Yeah,
never-
the shark.
He
The
seems
shark
confused
king
by
or-
this. He's never heard of it.
No, I think you're like a little too far in the future. I think what he's what he wants us to explain here is that the reason our souls are here instead of being just like taken up in the big
the Blood Queen. She apparently jumped in on the fight when we realized we were betrayed by the Raven Queen, and she died alongside us and used the last of her magic to bind our souls to memory. Right, which that was super weird because we got all glowy, and then the Drow tried to kidnap us and like use us for resources, and
They
I think she
capture
also
souls
broke
that
the
pass through
gate.
the walk. They use them
Well.
as slaves and materials.
Well, they got the priest and they tore a chunk of his eye out, and they got the half orc there, and apparently he was riding on the like. I didn't see him, and the next thing I know, he's riding on the back of this
You
rock
may come
golem.
across a rock golem.
And then we had a bard who like she wanted to
Is
write
this
some
where I found out that
fantastical
Nevik knows about
songs.
Valdir?
She died.
Because I don't
And
think
yeah.
we've actually talked about
Oh yeah,
him.
he speaks about
And
it
yeah,
out loud.
then
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about how that's we saw the archer again, and he's
Wait,
losing
you
his
saw
mind.
Valdir?
Dude, I was in his bathtub. I lost my
We got
demon
intimate.
frog.
You don't even know.
You remember the demon frog dagger that you threw in the lake, and then I got back for Festivus, and then I lost it again because it's,
Don't-
Hold on, let's
I,
get back to this.
I think
I
it's in his
You
bathtub.
gave him a
actually.
way to track us.
What are you talking about?
What was it? Was he upset about the thing? You know?
The thing?
I-
Oh yeah, no, he was,
Gargak doesn't want to name it. He's
no,
like, you know
yeah,
that
he
thing.
was he was super pissed off at you, Gargak. He told me that you were a traitor, and I needed to like watch my back. And I tried to convince him. Of course, I'm naked in the bathtub while he's like yelling at me about this shit. And I tried to convince him that I'd done time with you. And then he started talking about how this other guy was going to show up or some shit. And then later on that same night, he's all got this stupid fucking wig or whatever on, and
He just shifts his
just
hair
calls
apart
me
the other
out.
way.
just calls me out in the middle
I
of
feel
the
like
alley. It's
Penelo
like-
at this point is realizing the group she's like kind of appeared with is just like not the average
Those.
group of spirit. Yeah, 'cause, like
yeah, I saw Valdir, and he's an asshole. Like, first off, having a good time in the tub, he freaked me the fuck out, right? Tells me I got to get up and run. When I get up and run, right, realize, oh shit, I left some shit at Valdir's. Let me, turn around and go get it. He just steps up on the balcony and just calls the fucking city guards on me. The fuck?
Wait, so you gave an
I didn't
experienced
give-
martial ranger a way to
I
track
lo-
us.
I lost my dagger. What are you talking about? I didn't give anybody anything.
not purposely.
You know me, I'm not a giver. I'm a taker.
And you didn't tell any of us that you ran into him?
Nope.
It's just coming up now.
Chaz. So
How do I get that into
So
casual
meta wise, we're gonna cut away for a scene for just a moment where the entire like fucking fish village and Chazelle is just like floating. They're all dead.
no, somehow it's on fire even though it's
It's
underwater.
underwater. Exactly. There's like purple flame surrounding it. It's horrible. Go back. They go immediately back to the table.
I mean, it's
A
just coming up
silhouette of
now.
Valdir walking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry I forgot to mention it, but yeah, it's just coming up now. I saw Valdir. He's in a bad way. I mean, he's weird. I haven't seen Elise except for nightmares, and we're not going to talk about those. So
But you were willingly talking about the deer head guy. Jason speaks up.
the deerhead guy wasn't a dude. I'm telling you, I don't think that was a dream. Like, I was up and out of bed.
So
I can
what did
never
the
tell
deer
if
head
it's
say
lying.
to you?
There's no way for me to possibly tell if Neville's lying.
If I'm
No one knows.
lying or if I'm telling the truth.
Exactly. This is part of the problem. It's not he wants to tell the truth. Nobody believes
The
him.
man who's
Yeah.
cried fucking Trask so many times.
Nuh-uh.
So
How many times have I ever been like, "Hey, man, I need your help"?
So hold on,
And
hold
then,
on.
oh, the joke's on you. I don't do that.
You say you saw a deer head outside the window.
Okay,
Like-
man, it was like
You sure it
Okay,
was in the
like-
shadows? I know the storm was intense last night.
no. Okay, this thing was like floating in the middle of the trees with like deer head in the chest, and
Was it
was like a deer
alive?
skull. I don't know. It's like sewn together. Probably not. It didn't,
Did it
I
speak
don't
to you?
no. I wouldn't have responded or wanted it to.
He seems like concerned when he hears about this, right? And he's kind of shaking his head. And he's like, "No, it's old magic. It can't be."
Penelo's gonna ask Jason, what keeps this place safe from everything out there? You said the wards don't reach out this far, correct?
She nods. She's like, used to, the whole forest was a safe place for spirits to travel through, and the elves would find trees and bound themselves to them.
But what has changed in the...
My kid's bedtime.
Has anything changed in the past years or days, or how long have you been here? Or how long has he been trapped here?
Weeks. Let me go check on my. Make sure my kids are alright with all this screaming. BRB.
Oh yeah, I hear little man. Yeah.
This actually might give us a time frame on how long we've been dead.
Well, because remember, Penelo
It's-
ate the crab. You guys are the ones that haven't been eaten. So how hungry am I actually? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I like
Oh yeah, while
y'all
we're
are
talking about
undead?
this, the rest of us are just starving to death slowly, except for Gargat because he has a bowl of infinite chili.
Yeah, I'm like, am I as hungry as you guys?
Sleight of hand, that plate of eggs, Titsar didn't eat.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
I forgot. Nevik ate the eggs already.
Oh.
Disappointment.
Uh,
Sorry, man, they were delicious. I should have made fucking omelet, chili omelet.
anyway, Nevik, me and you are gonna talk about Valdir later.
What
we need
about him?
to-
I just talked to you about him.
huh?
There he is. What about him?
I can't believe that you saw him too.
Oh, you saw him.
Yeah, I was in his bathtub.
Not you, Mr. Pervert, being in somebody's bathtub.
Okay, first off, I was super thirsty,
That was Penelo's.
and I was like, "There's a sink," and get a couple of sips of water, and then I turn around to leave the room, and there's a bathtub.
She's just gonna side-eye you and look like.
And I mean, I had been rolling through the Underdark and running around. Drow were trying to chase me through alleys. It was nice to get clean.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, our fucking bar died. I'm in a bathtub.
Butt naked.
Yeah, Jason getting his eye ripped out. Gargak is in the mines, trying to escape with the rock golem.
You're over here taking a whole bath.
Arundis is fucking escaping and becoming disguised.
Nevik has a fucking spa day.
Yeah, Nevik's having a spa day while everybody else is going through some shit.
I'm just relaxed.
Yeah, I mean, Gargak is Spartacusing. I'm blowing the gates and setting people on fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
That should have been like one of those
dying in the
MCU scenes,
sewers,
like where it's slow films to everybody.
I'm getting tortured with his eyeball ripped out.
Dina was getting eaten by kobolds.
I was getting eaten by kobolds, yes. On the server. That would have been a good, little cutscene.
Oh man.
Everybody going through their moment.
Yeah, I could love how that would be a cutscene of
Flashing to everyone.
Bad guys, and then I'm getting into the tub, and then you guys are fucking doing your shit.
Brandon's just blowing up the gates.
Soaping up, blowing up, playing with a rubber duck. Oh man.
We need a cartoon.
But then bad shit happened. I had to hide under a bed, and I
Just Nevik barely above the water line, pushing a duck across the water, like, "Oh no, Mr. Ducky, watch out. The shark's gonna get you." Oh!
And then it cuts to Jason getting his eye ripped out.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
We need to start animating these things, man.
I mean, look.
Have you guys watched Vox Machina at all? It's the Matt Mercer.
But
they animated it, dude. It's great.
But I do want to get, if I had anything commissioned to artwork, it would be Gargak's stand against fucking Asarak.
Too angry to die.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fucking all the monks and shit just falling at his feet
That'd be the name of the episode.
Too
angry to die.
A lone orc warrior among a pile of bodies standing against a god.
I imagine it's
Dude.
like the cover for Doom, but
Fla-
Gargak.
Flaming axe in hand.
There'd have to be like a slight silhouette of like a dragon shape, like around him. You know,
Or
like
horrendous spirit
Right.
hovering around the axe or something.
Well, no, that shit would be like emblazed in fire, and it would be all
Oh,
like
yeah.
fucking dragony and shit. But yeah, I'm talking about like he's the Dragon King. Apparently, he's half orc, half dragon. What it is, or some shit, right? So
He's
Yeah.
all Gargak.
I would
Like,
rather just keep it to the original badassery of the scene. I know that's been like foreshadowed forever, but
I don't know, like the one where
I
he was
think
invisible,
as long as if we just
but he had slaughtered so many people that like he was
It was
partially visible with blood.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, when
that
Dina
would be
turned
great.
invisible, right?
Yeah. That would be great to be animated. Of like you just see like a little bit of his jaw and like teeth and shit, and like a splash on like maybe his forehead and his chest, and the axe just
No,
coming toward
the part
Like he's invisible, but just like paint.
part
Like
that I think that I think would be really, really great animated is just two guys chilling, and then all of a sudden you see feet print appear in the fucking snow because we were doing it in the snow.
No.
And then
And
the snow.
you just see feet just plop, 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 plop in the snow as it gets closer, and then just one gets eviscerated, and then there's just an orc there, just covered in blood, looking at the other one, just like, ugh.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Yeah. You make a whole series.
Yep. It'd be great too, because you wouldn't really have to animate me all that much.
I know, right? All it would be like.
Nevik, we've got to figure out a way to get you a bunch of like fold out cardboard cutout Neviks to put down when you sneak off.
I'm still here, guys.
Would we could magically enchant them so that they have a deception?
Oh, that would be fucked up. That would be
All they
fucked
say-
up. if
no,
Meg
all they
had
say is
something
hello.
like that for real, though. Like cardboard cutouts that you could put up that could actually do a deception check. Like that would be fucked up. Like how real does it look?
Yeah, it rolls a 1. It's just kind of like your shittiest one. It's got some scratches, some real wear and tear on it.
It was the
Folds
first
over,
thing Eric got.
It's like half wet.
It's crinkling around the edges.
I'm telling you, we just get you a bag of holding and a bunch of fucking cardboard cutout
Cardboard
Neviks.
cutout.
That would have to be like a reaction. Like every time someone like throw out a cardboard cutout.
It's sleight of hand. I put out a cardboard cutout and then action,
yeah.
I hide.
Stealth check. Yep. And everybody knows my stealth check is brutal. Brutal. And that's the same thing with like perception and persuasion.
So we would never be able to. We're never able to tell when he sneaks off anyway. But like if he leaves a cardboard cutout behind, no one would know. There'd be no difference.
Oh, Nevik, you're still here. Like, that's surprising. Hello. Saw it. Man, that's some good shit. I just had curriculars delivered.
Yeah.
Extra
All right, I have returned. Sorry about
Welcome
that.
back, fellow human.
Yeah, what's up? Kid's fine. He's just fucking was pissed off and too tired.
Oh, fuck you.
Basically. Yeah, like he needs to go to bed.
I'd
but he
consult the
doesn't want to.
manufacturer.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
So she gave him.
Well, the owner's manual on
she
that.
Gave him. She gave him this like putty stuff. It's like this non-toxic putty stuff, right? And I mean, he can play with it, but he's not supposed to eat it and put it in his mouth, right? And he's 2, so you got to be like, all right.
So it immediately went in his
yeah.
mouth.
So you got to tell him like, if you put it in your mouth, we're gonna take it away from you, and let him try a couple of times and.
Take it away from him.
Yeah, take it away from him when he tries to put it in his mouth, and that works a lot of times. He's smart, but particularly this time he really wanted to try it, and he was really pissed. He
Man,
was
this shit.
really
It
pissed
seems
off.
like it would be really
Yeah.
good in my mouth.
Yeah.
Get that boy some Play-Doh or some Elmer's glue.
Well, it's like, yeah, it's not toxic. He could eat it, but I just
Which
don't.
which by the way,
It's probably just because it's not
Elmer's
toxic
glue
doesn't mean it doesn't make you feel good, right?
well, I'm just gonna let you know, Elmer's glue. The reason why their mascot's a cow is because it's gelatin glue.
I mean,
Yeah, the same thing that gummy bears are
hooves,
made of. Yeah, hooves.
Yeah, so
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears are
Yeah.
made of gelatin
So,
as well.
so let's
Yeah,
go back to what we're
so
doing.
it's
Back to what we're doing. Back to what
completely
we're doing.
fine to eat
All right,
Elmer's
so
glue because
I assume you
it's
guys
just
have
gelatin.
talked out your metas here. What's going on, guys? You tell me.
I need cardboard cutout.
After all that, that's okay.
I need my own animated movie.
Oh, yeah, we all
mean,
want this
yeah.
this to be animated because we've
Yeah,
talked about
we-
how Gargak would
we-
be fucking great in a bunch of scenes animated.
Yeah, we were talking about just shit that we'd like to see. Like I said, if there was any art that I want to commission, it'd be Gargak's last stand against Asarak. It's just a lone orc, flaming axe in hand, standing on a pile of bodies against a god.
Yeah, and he's like
Yeah.
the god's like trying to kill him like a couple. He just keeps getting back up.
No. And I was talking about
The episode 2
Like,
Amy
I
did
think
that.
he got up like 3 or 4 times. Like,
I wanted to see
Yeah, I think-
the half invisible Gargak
It's
covered
all-
in blood slaughtering the army.
During that winter storm, during the
Yeah.
snow, yeah.
He got up
during
3
the-
times because the 4th time would have had to have been a nat 20.
yeah, it just kept like rising in difficulty.
he tried.
And so it's just like fucking shit, you fucking gnat, die. Just
You little son of a. Oh shit! Wait, hold on. No,
Basically,
seriously, die.
Tensar,
Seriously,
I do.
fucking. Are you kidding?
we are real. You are real. We're stuck here.
Of course I'm real.
We have to save the world.
Save it. Save it.
Well, part of it is already
What's
fucked, but
left
part
of
of it
it?
needs. Yeah, part of it needs.
It's gone. It is over. The only way you can
No, that's
save
where I
this
keep my
is to
stuff,
reverse time itself. And I am no chronomancer. I know nothing
We had
of this art.
We had a
Do
clock.
you, old
Look, man,
friend,
we're-
dragon? He seems like totally like he's just
Dragon.
giving into this madness. Yeah, he's just like, all right, dude, this is fucking.
This is gonna
I
turn to
might-
Jason. It's like, did
I
you
might
just
have
say
an idea on how to do that.
Do tell.
Yeah, get my hand back. Come on.
get my dragon body back?
Regrettable
No.
as
I'm not going that far back.
as
Fuck you, old man.
regrettable as it is for me to say, we have to finish what Bayrin started.
Yeah, the Blood Queen. Well, that was a no shitter from the fucking when
Giant.
you died.
Jason is gonna do the anime smirk. So
That's the only way at this point. We have to finish what she started.
Yeah, and take the power back from the
Means
death
we have
gods.
to go to manifest.
But we. Oh, man. Okay.
I mean, she bid it. Well, she bid you guys to go to manifest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she was talking about how we had to meet some of her guys, and I mean, if we're gonna meet that guy that I'm thinking of, that's not a good time,
It's
man.
I can just
That's how I was
imagine
gonna
us
speak
walking
up,
through
and
manifest and hearing the fucking the Robin Hood whistle theme.
Tinsar's gonna speak up and he's like, "You realize what you're saying? You know, do you know what manifest is? It's the last city. It is the last city you will ever see. You understand that? When you pass through the other end, the gates of manifest, you are gone. There is no coming back to the material realm. It is-
Wait,
it is the greater. This is the greater beyond you were speaking of.
I didn't
if-
sign up for this. What?
Smartass favor, and this is like you, as a learned man, should know that the last page of any journey is just the beginning of the next.
Right
What the fuck
now,
are you talking about? No, this is where I
yeah,
keep
no,
my
we
stuff.
don't need.
Okay.
We don't
Like,
need some esoteric, fucking philosophical shit right now, JB.
Are you
Like,
telling me,
I
like, if I go to
appreciate
this
it.
city, how big is this city? How many people are in this city? How many people can I live there sort
No,
of peacefully
you
and
can't-
rob?
you
A
can't
number
live
of
there.
people now.
I can
That's
never
the
go
only way
back.
forward.
My
Tinsar's
boat, man.
Tinsar
Right
is
now-
speaking to you, and he's like, I've never been myself. Jason has visited many times. From my understanding, there are a number of souls, hundreds and hundreds, that do reside in the city. and they stay there because they do
Wait.
not wish to pass.
Totally
Wait,
gonna
Penelope, how
turn
did-
to the vampire chick and be like, "You pick
Yeah.
the city and come back."
How?
She's
Penelope's
like-
gonna voice behind him.
He has no
She's
soul.
well, back when the forest was travelable, it was easy to travel through. One could walk through the gates, and the gates he speaks of are the gates of the great beyond, not the gates of the city. The city itself are protected by the Death Wardens, and they have no quarrel with me, and I none with them.
Why?
Oh, wait.
Why?
The hell is a Death Warden?
And why do they have no quarrel with you? What makes you so special that you can walk through these gates unharmed?
I caused them no trouble. The Death Wardens are an order. An
That
order.
might be a problem.
So, can I walk
more of
through
an
these
order
gates?
that you could, as long as you didn't cause
Cause
trouble
them
there.
no trouble, man.
So the death. So yeah, she says basically, is going to explain that the Death Wardens are a dwarven order that has long protected the city of Manifest, longer than she.
I know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, they're in the Underdark.
Yeah, they are. There are now.
The
There are
dwarves,
multiple dwarves. There are multiple dwarves. Like there are dwarves from the surface who actually do make it to the Underdark this far down on occasion.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the ones that protect
But there are like the ashen scale, white-haired dwarves that are also here. The Dwarger or whatever they're called. But she's explicitly talking about a specific order, like a think like a
The
paladin order.
fucking
Or whatever.
troglodyte dwarves.
Okay, I'm sorry, Adam.
Of dwarves that protect this city and have long protected this city. And yeah, if you've lived here and you know about Manifest as a youngling, you would know about the Death Wardens.
Well, you know what they say about Manifest.
They're there to protect the city and to protect the gate. Then it was
Well,
said,
as
and the story of the Death Wardens is, that they were the first dwarves to find this, this gate to the underworld, right?
Meta, this is the story. Meta, our story is the story of American expansionism. We've gone from sea to sea, and Manifest is our destiny.
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun.
pretty sure. I'm pretty
Adam, I have
sure
a
you're
question.
mistaking
Go
that for the setting of my campaign.
Would Penn being familiar with the cavern warders or whatever, would I be familiar with these dwarves?
With these what?
With the
dwarves?
dwarves.
I mean, if you know about Manifest, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, mildly. You might have read it in a book.
I don't know it like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you never visited or talked to any of them or seen like the armor they wear, but you might have read it in the book. Yeah, I mean, because sea elves definitely believe that they return to the ocean and they become one with the water and all that sort of shit. They have a pretty a practice in their death that would seem horrific to others, which is to leave their body exposed to the ocean. Which basically means that everything else eats them and they return to the ocean. Right. Anyway.
That's a noble cause. That's a very noble cause. I'm sorry, that's a very noble cause.
I mean, that's what the sea elves, that's what they believe. Like I said, they believe that they return to the ocean.
If you're willing to do that, hey.
So they don't bury their dead. They just leave them out in the open, and they eventually...
Can I put it in my will that that's what happens to my children?
I mean, if you have children. But yeah, so... I'm sorry, I forgot where I was. So what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Somebody bring me back to speed. I got caught. The Death Wardens. That's right. The Death Wardens.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so the Death Wardens are in an order that the original dwarves that found the gate to the underworld long before the city of Manifest was actually built, right? So, there's a gate that goes to the greater beyond, and this city was built around it. And the dwarves, having originally found this, have long formed this order that protects this gate.
Baroness is just going to turn to the rest of the people. Whether or not this old man can help us, I think Jason's right. We have to make our way to Manifest.
It's not like we really have a choice at this point. Either we give up and let our souls fucking fade off into the ether, and we become stones that power lamps. I hold up my soul lamp.
Horrific low ski screaming coming from it.
The fuck?
I like to imagine
The
that.
fuck is that?
I like to imagine that it's just barely lightly playing Hootie and the Blowfish.
With some screaming going on in the background.
Or we continue forward and we do something about what's happening, we might be able to get the power to undo what's happened.
It's hard. Like, how do you propose to do? I mean, I have no idea. Without my companions, when it was our time to save the world, we found the rod and used it, and that is why I sent you on that quest. But a lot of good that did me. Any of us? But
Thanks a lot, fucker.
Yeah, do tell me.
We asked our gods to bless us, and we hope for the luck that we need to get through it.
He kind of scoffs. He's like, gods.
Yeah, I can agree with the luck part of that statement.
Rindus is just gonna like nod and accept it, and it's like, I've already died and sacrificed everything once for the mortal races of the world. Doing it again, I guess, isn't that big of a deal.
I'm gonna flip him off.
I mean, I already laid out your choice, Nevik. Like, our choice is we either do whatever it takes to continue forward and make it to manifest, and we might be able to gain the power to set everything right again, or we rot away in this realm.
We start to lose our mind, like certain people may have already done so. Rindus is gonna cough. Hold on.
It's the man that claims to be an 800-year-old dragon.
Rindus is gonna cough
That's
really badly.
confirmed, though. I mean, that was confirmed.
I was gonna say that's been confirmed now.
You can't just come to a stranger and tell them that your facts are confirmed and they're gonna believe it. Okay. Like, let's imagine this scenario. I walk up to someone in Walmart and I'm like, "Hey, I'm an 800-year-old dragon. It's confirmed." And my friend's like, my friend that's next to me is like, "Yeah, it's confirmed."
Confirmed.
It depends on who you ask in Walmart, I guess. I mean, if they've got like
Right.
gamer girl hair,
Yeah,
then they
right.
totally accept it.
I
If
mean,
you walked up to like a 50-year-old man, he ain't down for that shit, dog.
I, as a nearly
What are you
50-year-old
talking
man, it's
about?
like, what is up? Yeah.
You walk up to a man in his Wrangler jeans, his fucking American flag fucking trucker cap. The average Walmart customer.
I'm the average. We're all the average.
I'm an 800.
We're all the average Walmart
800
customer.
dragon. Dude, 800-year-old dragon.
But you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, right? Like,
You just kind of Jason, it's like, can you help us get to manifest?
I can show you the path that leads into the forest, but after you cross into the forest, what happens to you then is your own. And do be clear, you may not see each other, or you may go see some of you, or things of the past, or things that never came. It is truly broken. It's as if the dimensions have just shattered here.
What kind of check do I need to roll to decide how scared I am of this now that she's saying it like this?
I mean,
Constitution
save,
check. Yeah, or save. Do you pee yourself?
I haven't peed
Oh,
myself, but I'm kind of worried. Like, this isn't great. I've got some heinous shit in my past.
You discreetly, just a little bit, just a little.
somewhere deep inside. Yeah, Tinsar's like,
Maybe he just
I
he's
don't.
just like patting, like, oh, is it wet down there?
Tinsar's like, I think this is madness. She's told me Veyron's plan, and this sickening and disgusting as it was, it also is madness, and I agree with you. Perhaps she started this. And
Madness?
I see this
Elorath.
nowhere. I see her. I don't see her here. But yet
She's also dead.
these heroes that would be heroes of the past come to me and they speak of this just strange things, and they bring odd partners with them. I mean, like I said, I wish you luck, but you walk to your demise. If you travel to manifest, where would you go? Through the gate to the greater beyond.
Oh, we're trying to get this
Well,
weapon
I
of
mean,
power that can kill a god or something, right? That's the deal.
What is the best way to go?
I'm pretty sure she was. I'm pretty sure it
What
was
was that
real
sword that could like
esoteric.
cut
that
through reality? Oh, man, I forget what it's called.
Do you not? She's gonna ask Genesis. I'm sorry, I don't know how to.
The Stormbringer.
Yeah, the Stormbreaker.
Do you
Whatever.
know
That's the
a
old
better
one.
way to travel? I'm gonna ask her
To travel where?
out of this place.
Oh, I do, but I'm not sure you're willing to make the sacrifice it takes to travel the way I do.
You're not becoming a vampire. No one's becoming a vampire. You're not biting anyone. Then get that out of your mind.
Oh, I didn't know that was the
vampire?
what she had to do to
No,
travel.
no, Nevik. No, Nevik.
Why can't we not?
How,
Oh, I guess
how I
we
how I
don't.
had to split the party for the rest of the campaign.
No, we won't do that now. But it is tempting. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, being a bloodthirsty monster is tempting.
You see it as that. I do
Dude.
not.
Hold on.
I'm sort of
I'm
kind of
gonna look
already.
at her.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna look
she's
at.
not an
I'm gonna look
unattractive
at-
vampire, okay?
I'm gonna look at Jisan. When's the last time you ate anything that wasn't someone's blood?
Who cares?
It could have been some things blood. You know.
Yeah.
She's gonna kind of glance to the scrambled eggs, and she's like, "Well, I've of course tried things, but they're all bland and disgusting. And it's been
Kind of like eating
longer than you've been alive."
Brussels sprouts. Something.
Not as long as I've been alive.
Actually, longer than
But,
you've been alive, because you've only been alive at this point for a couple of months.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Not as long as I've existed.
You're a
There you
toddler.
Boom.
So anyway, the only way to get to manifest is to travel through this horribly broken forest that
Or
may
become
or
a
may not
vampire and mirror
present us
walk.
with-
I kind of like to become a vampire and mirror walk idea.
I know,
It
right?
seems a lot easier.
But I'm not gonna do it.
Does it though? Do we remember the mirror universe things? The creatures that were there.
Adam will
Yeah,
kill us in the
Do you
sunlight.
remember? Do you remember the? Do you remember
Oh,
the
that's right,
mirror
that's that
monster
mirror
that we
guy.
kind of made into a severe enemy of us?
I was passed out.
Pretty sure Jason's
I don't know.
immune, right? You're immune to disease.
It's not a.
vampirism?
Yeah, I guess it is technically like a blood disease in this
I
universe,
know
right?
lycanthropy.
Yeah, so this is like a
So-
blood disease, right? So it's like
Well,
a blood disease that you can
lycanthropy
get.
is a
Think
curse
like
specifically.
it's as horrible as this sounds. Think like an STD kind of thing. Like if your
Yeah.
blood is spread.
Yeah, I
it's
mean, so
tainted, right?
Jason,
Yeah.
that wouldn't work anyway because Jason couldn't be turned.
But never.
Ain't no fucking
I
bugs
mean,
on
yeah,
me,
I must say, not everybody's capable of being turned. That doesn't mean I can't drain all the blood out of you.
Vaccinated.
Yeah.
That's
Fucking pick up my vaccine.
Wait. Hold on. Jason, can't you cure diseases?
Kind
Not
of.
that one. Not that
Why
one.
don't you make your way on foot and let us get, and then you can cure us once we get there.
He can't cure us
So-
of vampirism.
So yeah, what do you think happens when you cure vampirism? On a
die.
vampire?
We-
Or at least to the vampire. What do you think happens?
Or it's gonna be
You
some
revert back to
esoteric.
your age you should be, right?
Okay, this is,
Yeah.
we're all actually saying
This is how the
Can I turn
campaign
to-
ended.
to-
We all
It'll-
turned into
it'll-
vampires, and then we cast
Yeah,
Cuba, and we could
or
fucking
whatever.
burst into flames, and we all
I'm gonna-
Yeah,
died.
no,
It's a heartbeat.
yeah, you want to know what the cure for vampirism is? Death.
You got a heartbeat?
Dying is how you
I'm
cure
gonna
that
ask the
shit.
vampire chick. She got a heartbeat.
I have no heartbeat now.
It's either
There you
that
go.
or the same way they did it in what
Yeah,
was it?
so
Daybreakers.
this is
No,
like kind
we're
of
not
classic
doing the fucking
vampirism in the
sunlight
sense
shit.
that she's dead,
It's just a
right?
little bit of sunlight, bro. It's just enough sunlight.
Ultraviolet rays.
So,
at,
like I said, this is like kind of classic gas vampirism. She's pale, she's dead, she is fucking straight like a living corpse kind of deal. I mean, it's not rotting, it's captured in time, but yeah, she's dead. But at the same time, the way it's transmitted here in Elorath is like a blood disease. It is, you get bitten by these things, and they have to like give you their blood. It's very much Interview with the Vampire kind of style bullshit.
the fucking Dracula shit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
The
And-
actual
and-
vampire.
and
Guess we go on foot.
To be clear, Jason, when this occurred to her, was quite young. She's not like it's very old. She's probably like 19 looking. But by your human standards, she's hundreds of years old because this happened a long time ago to her. You know, 'cause,
Well, I'm half elf.
as a
And-
reminder, yeah, Bayrin is she was a very old character from a war that lasted for hundreds of years, and only
You guys
in
are
the
the
last like
trash.
It would
30 or
probably
40
take
years.
like a high level necromancy spell for me to cure her of her vampirism.
Yeah. So speaking of high level necromancy things, remember how Tensar reacted when being mentioned of the deer.
Oh yeah. So he thinks it's necromancy. I mean,
I'm
I
here,
think it's
bro.
necromancy. It sounds like necromancy, and he said it was old magic. So
I'm here, bro.
When I'm necromancing,
All right, Bayron is
everyone's
allergic
dancing.
to necromancy.
Who's allergic to necromancy?
Yep.
Me.
You.
Well, I mean, I fought.
joke's
do
on you!
not-
All healing magic is necromancy, bitch.
But I mean, haven't we fought zombies at her place?
We did.
What kind of non-magic is zombies? I mean, and I guess if with the knowledge of vampirism as a blood disease, Nevik's whole fucking stitch
Reanimated
that,
dead shit.
yeah, the stitch that magic isn't real could be like kind of mildly justified. I mean, he's also fought living skeletons that have fought him. So
I mean, things just pop up, man. You gotta kill them.
Bayron is just to be like, I got
I
fireballs.
don't
I can do
question
this.
it, okay? But when somebody's like, "Oh, magic," I'm gonna do this magic. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, you do that quote unquote magic because I don't know magic. Like, I have magical items that I can like.
what was
Poke
your
a
nat
thing
one
off.
performance check on, bro?
Wait, what did I roll it for? Oh, how well I coughed when I was looking.
Oh,
If you stay here too long, some people I've heard go a little bit crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Go a little
he was like,
crazy.
"You suck and shit." Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, like I say, yeah, he thinks you guys are nuts. Obviously.
You
Yeah.
may think we're
Well,
nuts,
I
but we
mean,
gotta do what we gotta do.
But at the same time, you obviously think he's nuts.
it's better than staying here
Um,
and
We're less nuts than him.
letting yourself get lost. to
Jason
whatever
has
this
basically
place is.
offered to turn you into a fucking vampire because she's a vampire. That's what she wants to do. B.
No, A is off the table.
She's
I will-
offered to
You
lead
think
you.
I won't talk for 2 hours straight so he can't make you a vampire?
Yeah,
You are
That is-
kidding me? I will
that is-
filibuster the shit out of this. There will not be another word said.
very
So she also offered B to bring you to the entrance of the forest, but she's already told you that when you go there, you may lose yourself, like straight up. Like this, she's like, it is like no shit. It's maddening. Like every time I gotta go in there to retrieve him, it's like I don't get very far. Like
Brandis
it's
is
fucked
just gonna
up.
Brandis is just gonna turn to her and it's like, we only get one shot. We can't miss our chance.
He's
have
gonna
to lose
quote
ourselves in the
Eminem.
Fucking knees weak, arms heavy, mom spaghetti. Let's fucking do
No,
this.
Go into the
knees
forest.
weak, arms heavy, Gargax chili. I mean, come on.
Good and heavy.
It is heavy.
Vomit on my pantaloons. Gargax chili.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
okay.
we gotta lose ourselves.
So also of note, yes, we have Penelope with us, who is a young sea elf that thought she was here to bring help these spirits, who are one of the very
Oh
few
yeah, no,
spirits she's
it's
ever
totally
seen,
cool if you don't want to go with us.
to come to bring them to escort them to manifest, right? And so far on this journey, she's found out that one of these spirits was a fucking dragon king, and now she's just listening to all this shit. And,
Well, I can honestly say, I mean, she honestly, like, I saw the white dragon talk to this man. I go where this man
I
goes.
saw
He
a
said,
dragon.
yeah, he said
the
this
dragons
man
are
was
pretty
sharp.
revered.
She's
Yeah.
just a dragon fangirl, guys.
Fuck-
Well, I mean,
No,
in
no,
CF
no,
society.
She's a fucking horse girl, but for dragons.
I like this, and it's awesome that you just make dragon sketches. But at the same time, yeah, it is in CF canon. They do revere dragons. You know, they
No,
think of
it's
them as
just that I
protectors.
back
saw
home
this.
is just fucking
No. Okay, so wait.
posters and drawings
Wait,
of
can I
dragons
say
all over
this?
the walls, little
And
figurines of
Gargax.
dragons.
Wait, can Penelope say
Yeah,
this? her family is a disgraced family. Her name
Oh yeah, for
means
sure.
nothing.
Yeah.
She's trying to rebuild her family's name, and she is literally in the midst of the like. I get you guys think that I'm being a fangirl, but it's not about that. My dad literally
I
was like,
understand where you're coming from, but
Yeah,
where
like day
we're
two.
coming
From day two, it's some big deal shit. She's
Yeah,
like,
this
holy
man's just
shit.
Gargak, bro.
Yeah,
This is just
like,
this is just
"Look, you
Gargak.
guys
to
use
us.
Gardeck, but
I'm the Dragon King.
yeah,
I don't know
he's the
Gardeck,
Dragon
but
King.
for this big white dragon to say that this is who he is. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's where I'm
exactly.
at.
Gargak,
Like,
I've literally seen your ass cheeks blowing in the wind.
okay, first off, I have heard
Dragon King.
what his
Sounds like
loincloth
me.
says about him. Okay,
Trust
trust me,
You're good to be
Gargak.
friends
That
with the
it's
king.
honestly, it sort of makes
the fucking
sense
deep
that he's
cut,
the
the
Dragon
fucking
King.
persevering clothing.
So one of the things about being a dragon king that they would probably have noted Faerundis right from the get go is that the only king of dragons that Faerundis would know of would be this dragon Tahumet. Tahumet. I don't know if I can pronounce it properly.
Tahumet.
Not with your human tongue.
That is
Tahumet.
basically like fucking ancient evil incarnate. Like he was the one that was driving for destroying humanity.
The mortal
Was
race.
this a Scar and Mufasa sort of situation where that ends up being his great uncle?
Dun dun dun.
I'm just telling
Don't
you
the spoilers, man.
what
Fuck.
Faerundis knows about this.
Faerundis knows that the last Dragon King was an evil SOB, and the fact that Elrus, who's not the most trustworthy of people, is all for Gargak being the next Dragon King. I've already told you guys, the dude's evil. Not a nice dude.
Well,
You made me drink
My
poison.
brother's a-
can Penelope say this to Gargak? Like, she's just gonna be like, at the end of the day, I have a name to rebuild, and you're the new king. But this dude over here, he betrayed you.
You might
That's
die. You might go
Faerundis is like, I
insane.
didn't betray him. I was
Oh, yeah.
Faerundis is like, I was an inanimate object for 800 years.
And you failed him.
Fucking, we know.
You were
about-
doing good.
Douche then.
Then you had to turn into a human.
Once again, I didn't choose that.
It is what it
I
Gargak's
don't
like,
know why I'm
Gargak's like,
not-
you failed the moment you had feet, okay?
is. Yeah.
The moment you had feelings, I was done.
Grandpa. I mean,
I have no feelings.
Now, before
Every
that,
time
yeah,
I love
before
Gargak's
that-
like, you should have let all the humans die.
Before that, what it was that Gargak had these faint whispers and slight, in an elevated rage that was, with the belt with the fire that was Faerundis. I mean, that's really what it was.
Faerundis
To
wasn't
the
that
point
great.
where he could cast Fire Shield with that shit, he could fucking cast it on himself.
Yeah,
and
but
shit.
Gargak died how many times?
Oh, he died several times. Yeah, that's true.
Times,
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys have
No,
died
with
several
the
times.
axe once.
Oh, okay.
I died.
But as
One
far as
by
you
my
guys
own
being
hand.
outliers, that of
Oh,
course,
who's that rogue guy?
seems
He's gonna be super
to,
pissed if I don't come back and give him some shit.
interest Tinsar, because he's like, well, if you weren't intended
He's-
to be here
Well,
and you escaped the
He's
wrath
probably
of Tana,
scorched. That's
yeah,
alright.
we saw Ugrok down here, so there's a big chance that he's squeezing around here somewhere too.
He's with Seraphim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I was
Yeah.
talking about how he's probably pissed. That I didn't.
Seraphim's
gonna
probably
come
pretty
back.
pissed, Chip.
All right, let's get through this forest of memories.
Just somewhere in a dark alley. That man was supposed to make me money.
I gave this
Mm-hmm.
dude my fucking shit, walks off, next thing I know, the fucking sun explodes. God damn.
I'm gonna get
Weren't
my
me.
shit.
It weren't me.
Faerundis is like, we got an old death god trying to wreck the world. We have a dragon who wants to bring back all the dragons.
Dude, we got a forest of memory that we got to get through in order to.
About our only good option that's not going to wreck the world, honestly, is doing
Mm.
what Veyren said. So, I mean, we got to go through the forest, guys.
And she's the one who's like, caused the wreckage of the world.
I'm glad I thought of
Right.
that. Right, guys? That was totally my idea.
Yeah,
But like,
Sure.
we're all in agreement that
whatever makes you feel better. But
that it was her naivety that caused this entire issue to begin with.
Yes.
And then
I
you
mean-
also you were also all played by a god. This character, the Raven Queen, Queen Napica, that became the goddess of memory.
In short,
You're talking about played
I
by a
got
bitch,
played.
yeah.
Right, but like at the same time, she by obtaining the hand of Vecna, right? That was how this started. You
Yeah,
remember that,
bad
right?
idea.
Yeah, but
Bad
but
idea.
remember that, right? Remember this is how this all started. The sky turned from blue to red, right? The moment that happened, and then after that happened,
Yes.
Asarat came back, and he began raising fucking Tath, right? Then here we are, right? So she did kind of cause it. Definitely was trying to solve it. But at the same time, yeah, you know, we're so if you guys want to follow her to the opening of the forest, we can do that.
She could have
If you
just
wanna
like
be
opened up a bookstore or
vampires,
something, like gotten into politics.
yeah, if
anything.
you wanna set up Nevik's fucking cook shop bar here at the Golden Horde, and you know,
No.
live it up. And then, yeah, whatever you guys want to do, man.
I think we got to go to the scary forest. Let's go to Candy Mountain.
Yeah.
Let's go to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Gargak's like, I've been to Candy Mountain. Shut up, like it's a real place.
It's a horrible place. We ripped the heads off of cannibalistic.
Sugar
Gingerbread
spiders.
people.
Remember,
Which
remember
were
the
they?
sugar
Were they
spiders?
really cannibalistic if they were eating us instead of themselves? You know, like they were
Yeah,
eating
no,
meat.
I feel like
and they're made of
I feel like
gingerbread.
they weren't cannibalistic. They were just
Monsters.
predatory fucking gingerbread people.
Monster gingerbread.
The
people.
sugar spiders. I like this. Okay, so all right, so
Oh yeah, cotton
Gy-
candy webs.
Gy-
That was
Gy-
the time actually.
Jason's gonna agree to bring you guys, but she's like, you know, as soon as the sun starts to peak down, I can lead you out. You need to stay. I'll help you stick close to the
Gotcha.
trees, but you can follow behind. But understand, once we get there to the gate, will not follow you further.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, you guys got anything you want to do? Fuck around, whatever, in this tavern, desk area here, before, you know, you set
Was
out in the woods.
the city the place Elris wanted me to go?
Yeah. So he was saying that you know, that you were claimed to go through the Greater Beyond and become Tahamet is what he was saying. Like the fucking that you were gonna resurrect Tahamet.
You guys
That,
wanna
that's
do
what
a
he thinks. He thinks you were going to
bar dance scene?
this this original king.
Yeah.
Not a good
Can,
idea, my grandson. It's no bueno.
Can
not
Canelo
gonna
add
possible.
hints on something?
Yeah. Even though he clearly thinks
And-
you guys are all insane for what to go into the woods. So.
Yeah, I know that. In all the times that he's gone in the woods, is there anything that has stayed true to him traveling, or has it always been something different?
Well, the seasons changed. I don't know. It at least the entrance is not as bad. It seems the further you go, the more broken it becomes. Eventually, it just becomes overwhelming. It's at least to my senses, and I get lost. If it weren't for Jason, I probably wouldn't have made it back the last few times.
I'm gonna thank them for their hospitality and wait for my friends or my crew or whatever you are.
These people,
I'm as ready as ever to set out. I mean,
And sir,
I don't.
a question.
I'm not getting more dead, so.
And it's like, my good sir, that is a mighty fine
I'm dancing on that
staff
bar.
you have there. Could we borrow it for our journey to manifest?
You are not worthy of this staff. It was given to me by a greater wizard than you will ever know.
Well, that's good because I'm not a wizard.
Well, it's good because you're not getting my staff.
Please,
No.
pretty please.
Mega no. Like he's keeping his
Wait,
staff.
hold on,
That's
Adam,
the
wait
one in
for it.
Circle of Age.
For it.
Oh god. I feel like you
Oh,
should give
hell
me
no.
your. I feel like you should give me your staff.
He's kind of insulted that you asked now.
Okay.
I feel like he's gonna play like an
I'm
Odin.
ready to go.
So anybody who's ever read American Gods, I feel like at this point he would have played like
Oh, I love American Gods.
He would have played like in a Mr. Wednesday kind of
Yeah.
trick on you, and just ended up stealing your staff in the process of giving you his, and at the same time just kept his.
I'm sorry. Let's go into the scary forest full of our deepest, darkest memories.
I mean, they could be good.
I'm trying to-
Scared?
You could get there and they'd be like a fucking
Wait, wait.
awesome
You to
puppy.
prepare us for
Penn
that.
is gonna talk to Fernandez and say, "Are you scared?"
I would
You
like
sound
to
like you're
see
scared.
how Penelo's fucking underwater memories are going to interact with everybody else's, right?
This is gonna turn to Penn, and it's like, look, child, I have seen some heinous shit in my day.
Then you are a cowardly old man. Okay, understood.
One
Let's go.
So Jason's, yeah, it's starting to get near dusk, and she's like, all right, you guys want to roll out here? We can do this, guys.
Let's go.
And I guess we'll keep an eye out for your deer creature. And she kind of just scoffs and turns around. Goes in the woods, definitely kind of mocking Nevik a little bit in this idea that he's seen this deer creature.
You just had to bring up the deer creature.
Okay, it was.
So she's going to lead you through the woods. And one thing you're going to notice as you approach this area of the woods is that the trees here are, certainly more lively. It's a lot more, grass, and it doesn't seem like the forest is bad at all in this area. And after you get to this certain point, she's going to turn around and just be like, I wish you luck. And it's not going to take long for her to disappear into the shadows. Hopefully you can see yourself down here at the bottom of your blind.
Fucking.
Let me know, bro.
I should have taken vampirism. The shadows.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see. Yeah.
Our study
so cool.
study after Tensar, right? Like fucking Tensar also played in the shadows.
Yeah, but he's kind of crazy.
He was a little crazy. So you guys are gonna find yourself on this forest path out here that is, like I said, the forest here is more lively. It seems a little bit more cheerful, and definitely has leaves and boulders and so on.
Greenery, but I hear no
everything that you can see on the map is things you can see. There's a statue over here of an orc with some sort of markings on it.
Do we have anything that can leak us? If not, I mean, not physically, but like
Telepathy.
Friendship.
We're all linked by the heart.
No, I have a spell I can cast that can link us that we can speak to each other.
That's what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about.
You can mind sliver each of us.
I have
No, what the fuck?
I have telepathic bond.
No. You guys are talking about getting in my head.
So post it. Post
I
it
did.
in the.
You forge a telepathic link among up to 8 willing creatures you force within range. Physically link
For an
each
hour.
creature all for the duration. Creatures with intelligence scores of 2 or less. So, ooh. Sounds like a perfect spell for a fucking place that is a broken state of disjointed fucking memories and God knows what else.
Right, but the idea is but she's warned of being separated, even if we're physically joined. At
Yeah.
least
She
if we're
would totally have
mentally
pieces
joined.
of eggshell from 2 different kinds of because we just had it.
At least if we're mentally joined, I think it would be harder for us to get lost in this realm.
Some true sight required kind of shit.
Okay. Guess so. I'm sorry if you guys hear thoughts about me wanting to take some of your shit.
I'm sorry about that. I want to stab you part.
I don't
didn't realize.
I don't think.
Oh,
think I'm
except
just hearing
Fairness,
your
you already know I want to stab you, but
I thought we were friends now.
we're cool. No,
He
we're
cries a
just
little bit.
cool.
I
We're
thought we were
cool.
friends.
Okay, we're cool. Like we're not friends. We're cool though.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't just.
Been a
transmit all
human
of
for
your
like
thoughts.
been a human for all of like 2 or 3 months. Motherfucking already heartbroken. Way to go, Nevik. Way to go.
You guys are gonna be exposed to like Fairindus's like existential dread.
Yeah, what am I? It's this
Like,
existence.
why am I alive? Why am I here?
No, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't just transmit all of your fucking thoughts to us.
It just lets us communicate among each other.
Yeah, I'm just saying that if I let slip, then I want to stab.
Oh,
or
okay, we got
deal.
you. We got you.
some of
Oh,
your
this
shit,
is cool.
I apologize.
This lets you understand people that you don't know the language of
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I think that's the reason a lot of it's used is so you can like actually talk to creatures that you don't know the language of.
I'm Aquaman, but I'm good.
So yeah, I
You can
say
talk
Well,
to
I
anything
think
else and
I say-
fish.
I say we stand around for the 10 minutes that it takes to cast this so that we can be mentally.
All
right, so, yeah.
all right.
Sitting in the forest
10 minutes.
here, it's gonna you'll feel like a slight breeze. I mean, any of you who have spent time in the forest, which is pretty much all of you except for Pinello,
Yeah, this is
would
weird.
definitely feel like the tranquility of just a calm, peaceful forest. One of the things that those of you with a perception over 14 would
Nothing's our
notice.
entire travels have not been. There's nothing been tranquil at any point in time in our
One
travel.
of the things that those of you with perception over 14 would notice, and it certainly has an odd effect, is whenever you kind of shift your feet and or your head or your vision off in the distance, like almost in between these trees that you can clearly see off in the distance, blurs slightly, almost like an oil painting. But
Did it
No,
shift?
I like it. Like what dreams may come.
But the
Shit.
moment you look at it directly, it becomes clear.
And it's longer or further or different?
This is just off in the distance,
No.
as if on the edge of your sight.
Oh. I'm thinking like layers of fear.
I'm thinking more along like the reality
Yeah.
remakes itself.
All right. Do we stick to the path here, or do we want to go straight through the woods, or?
I mean, she said this path will take us there, right?
So, yeah, there's a path here.
Run the hidden
Like I
pathways
said,
of the forest.
there's a large statue you can see over there with what looks like candles and benches near it. And yeah, there's
There's
a
a thing
path,
over
a
there.
path
Trust her?
before you that goes through the woods over here.
I mean, do we trust her to tell us the truth? Because
We don't really have a choice.
But there's a thing over there.
can I go check? I'm going to go check out this statue. You go ahead.
Oh, Bear Trap gets
Bye.
her leg. Bear Trap gets her leg. She did.
Telepathy chick just
Who
over
remembers?
there.
Who remembered a bear trap? Come on.
Fucking asshole. So yeah, as you get closer to this orc thing, it's definitely intimidating. He's looks like a glaring warrior, and he's got some sort of what look like either painted or scarred markings on his arm and face. There seems to be something scrawled on the platform up top which he sits.
Something's scrawled.
What language is it written? Like, is it written in Orcish?
I'm gonna go read it.
I mean,
Can I do
this is for Big Panella. She was
I'm
far as I know,
reading
she was the only
Oh
one
wait,
that
wait,
walked
no,
quick with
Adam,
it.
can Vanilla walk up and do a history check to see if I know the language or something like that?
You can free to do whatever. Let's see.
I don't know what kind of check I'd have to
Insight.
do for that.
Let's make an insight check.
Insight check.
Mhm.
Old Dragon King
All right,
Gargak.
so yeah, this is written in Orcish. You're not sure how to. I don't know if you can read Orcish, but that's
No,
written in Orcish.
but because I recognize the language, I will turn to my Lord Gargak and say, "Sir, my side, can you please translate these words?"
I mean, Bayrenis is just like,
My liege.
My liege.
This shit's funny as hell. We have one character that every person sometimes can't get everybody else. It's like, come on, asshole. Like, move, boy. Like,
I can also read Orcish, my boy.
I didn't ask you,
Okay.
failure.
I don't like reading, so go ahead.
Ooh.
Ah.
Fucking
He's gonna
tell
snarl.
mad shade
You're bringing
on
out
them.
You're freaking
yeah,
out Penelo's
I don't like
like
reading, says the
Friggin'
future king of
savage
villains.
side.
Turn to Penelope.
Bad
Reading bores me.
bad magician versus fucking.
Oh, yeah,
sorcerer.
The elder.
Like, you are a second-rate wizard.
Some great
I'm gonna
shit.
snarl at him and walk away. I'm not gonna
Great
lie.
shit,
I'm just
great shit.
bearing my-
Fantastic. So those of you who can read Orcish would read this scrawled, and it's definitely carved in. It looks like it's kind of carved in like a knife or something sharp. It says, "Beware of the fountain of infinite mirror."
Mirror or fear?
Mirror with an M, like Mickey Mouse.
beware. Do we all hear this because he read it and we can hear it in his mind telepathically? Or does he read it out loud?
I mean, it's in
Either
Orcish,
way.
but yeah, he would translate it. Yeah.
Either way.
No, because I was
yeah.
saying, like, let's say someone's in another part of the dungeon or we get separated. If they
I
read
mean,
something,
you are telepathically bound, so I mean, yeah. Either way, you
Yeah,
definitely heard it.
either
So.
way, you would hear him, even if he was like mumbling it to himself, we would hear it in his head of
Okay.
like the translation. He could mumble it in Orcish, and we would still the translation, because we're telepathically bonded, would automatically
Back.
know.
Oh,
Like
So,
when you say "Que pasa," you know it means what's up
Randis.
automatically.
Faye
Yes, sir.
Randis, you have I think your perception's got to be like over a 12 or some shit, right? Like
17.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you
Yeah,
would definitely.
he's right up there with the rogue, man. He's,
Looking
I
at
got a
this,
17 perception.
looking at the statue, you would recognize the markings of this Orcish tribe as the Yotl tribe, which is the same Orcish tribe that you left your changeling child with like years ago.
I'm gonna like walk up. I'm gonna walk up and like put my arm around Gargak's tall self, and it's like, Gargak, my boy, this may have been one of your ancestors. He wears the markings of the same tribe we left your predecessor.
Gargak, this old guy you
Right.
barely know is touching you.
That's my dad? Or
I don't think it's your dad, my boy. Looks a little too old, but maybe your great grandfather or something like that. Not as many greats as me, but maybe.
Or
somewhere in
maybe it's
between.
just a random orc.
I'm having a moment with my grandson, sir.
You're always raining on your parade.
They said it
Yeah,
was shit in
yeah.
the parade. He's like, or maybe it's just some freaking asshole. You have to create this week.
I mean, he doesn't look like Gargak. I'm gonna have to say he doesn't look like Gargak.
Yeah.
Like
Why is your baby blonde? Shut the fuck up. Like,
But
And and it's like, this is one of your people, Gargak. This is one of your people.
wow, they were huge.
It's kind of base bomb. Like, he's not gonna even. Like, he's gonna. The problem is he's gonna think it's like, oh dear Lord, please help this sweet child, and he like not even thinking about the telepathic bond. It's gonna go.
I don't want to set a precedence for giving out XP for roleplay, but that was great. Okay.
It's just like, oh my sweet child. It's a statue. It's bigger than it should be.
can I do like a insight or investigation check to maybe to see how aged this statue might be?
Yes. You're free to do investigation checks on this. Try to lick it and be like, how old this salt or whatever you want to do.
Ooh, not good.
Grandson's an idiot, Jack.
So yeah, you're not sure. All you know is it's way older than a decade. If you had to guess, anywhere from 50 to 200 years old, but you're not at all certain. It could be 2,000 years old. You have no idea.
That's a good warning. Beware the fountain of mirrors, or pool of mirrors.
Beware the fountain of infinite mirror.
I mean, we've been inside of an infinite mirror once. It wasn't pleasant, so
I didn't go in there.
Quit fucking touching me. Quit that. Hey, find it. I'm gonna touch you.
Gazkin. This
You guys playing grab ass over
This is
there?
what telepathic bonding does.
Quit grabbing
I'm
each other's
not
ass
touching
up.
you, Faerundis thinks to Jason.
Yeah, no, it wasn't pleasant when we were inside our infinite mirror thing.
Yeah.
We gotta go through the forest of memories, man. Let's just fucking do this shit.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's follow the path.
Let's follow the path. Let's go see what scary shit's in this forest that's gonna try to kill Penelope.
Yeah, them. Yeah,
I'm about to say some quick
low-key-
shit. You beat me to
low-key,
it.
like just like bullshit between these two characters.
Sorry,
Alright.
Penelo. If
So
you
you guys-
die, it's game over for you.
I've got
You're
faith
just
in the
gonna get
rest
the
of
big
you to.
suck.
I've got faith in the rest of you to defend yourselves. I'm not too sure about this wizard yet.
I
So
will take you down on
traveling through the woods, it's going to kind of dip down.
Right.
It's going to kind of dip down this little path, and you're walking through it. Before you're on the road, you see what looks like a human-made cart that's been turned over and spilled.
Does this cart look familiar?
I mean, you got some
could
history
just-
checks, right, guys?
Go.
What are we doing?
Investigate it. Let's see if it's got
Yeah,
valuable.
I want to look at it. So I guess investigate it.
Byrindus like pops a brain, so like I feel like that's a stroke moment right there. I tried to remember and I got in that way.
It looks like what any other thing.
You forgot something. You forgot something important.
That's 3 nat 1s out of 4 rolls.
He's not holding his staff.
Yeah, you
He's
for-
taking all the bad rolls. Yo, JB, thank you for taking all the bad rolls tonight. I appreciate. Someone's got to hold the L. I appreciate it being.
Also makes-
I will
makes
say, yeah,
sense.
for as far as history checks, as far as those of you who have seen carts, Pinello actually would not have be familiar with what this
Yeah, I didn't think I would,
device
yeah.
even is.
I was just saying, I would.
I'd have been
I've
surprised
seen
if
so
I
many
was.
carts.
Hello, got no clue what a
I
cart
will say,
is.
yeah, with a nat one, you'll forget.
I'm-
You will just you have forgot something important. What that is, who knows? So Jason, you have seen carts like this before travel through the city in which you've lived, right? Like you remember back at the temple and shit, where y'all lived next to that city. I forget the name of it offhand. Yeah, like you've seen these travel through. Like, I don't know if you've ever had any personal experiences with them, but it's certainly not unfamiliar. In fact, it seems like very familiar.
I mean, the scene seemed familiar. That's why I was like, is this like something that I would remember? Because we're supposed to be walking through wonky memories, right?
Well, like I said, you're all connected, so it's just like mishmash of everybody's memories. So it definitely says, like I said, seems familiar to you, like very like you.
I want to
Got
go.
like
like
deja vu.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like you know this, but you're not quite certain, and you're not sure if you've ever seen one turned over like this. As you approach, you don't see any blood or bodies. Some of the carts are broken, and it looks like grain was stored in these and it's kind of poured out. You do notice that past this to the north, there appear to be like steps made of stone that kind of ascend upwards. There's also a path to the east that continues on into the forest. And like I said, the strange blurring effect at the edge of your sight is still apparent here. And I can't pull that off in roll 20. So
Can I do an insight check to see which path is the less traveled?
it'll be investigation. Sleuth that shit on the ground, bro. Investigate it. So the less traveled path definitely looks to be the steps to over here. Like it looks, you can see where it looks like at least 5 or 6 different pairs of footsteps have traveled to the east here.
This is going to quote an old piece of poetry. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and we.
That hasn't even that hasn't been invented yet. It's not old poetry.
You don't know that. A dragon wrote it a long time ago.
Just walks
Mortals
right up to you,
claim
real close.
everything.
Just gets real close to your face. She's like, I know some shit. I fucking know some shit.
You never met Robert Frost the dragon?
No,
Frostwing,
I assume he's an
Robert- it would be
yeah.
Robert Frostwing. Okay.
Frostwing.
Yeah.
The ice dragon.
Yeah.
No.
You actually
Yeah,
did meet an
nah.
ice dragon. Actually, at one point you did in the.
Oh, yeah, we
fucking,
did. You're right.
In the goddamn Christmas thing.
I know you say we can see it. We can see it. What's this purple line here?
Read a purple line. I don't see a purple line.
On the
No,
mountain
Oh,
back here.
did it not show up right? Oh shit! That's supposed to be for my dynamic lighting. What load is that on?
that's crazy.
But when you do the lighting like that, if you want to make it like an edge, you have to like make a wall, right? And I do it pink. I guess I drew that one on the wrong motherfucking.
Okay, I was like, is
yeah.
this? Mostly, I was just asking, is this significant? But
Nope, it's a snake. It's a dangerous snake.
So,
I was like,
so you want to go
That's just a
up
DM
the
mistake.
stairs and not down the path.
I want to go down the stairs. Or up,
Up
the stairs.
they ascend.
They do
Yeah,
ascend.
All right.
I want to go up the stairs.
They do be ascending.
We don't know where we're going anyway, so yeah, sure, why not? One way's just as good as the other to me.
Just
Follow.
keep swimming.
Split the party. So, alright, is everybody gonna go up here with these two old guys that are wandering off into the woods?
Gargak
Yeah.
can't go that way, so
Poke-
Gargak can go
poking each
I
other,
don't
that way.
remember where I'm going.
They're just like poking each
Okay.
other. It's like-
Where? How
I'm
do
with
I
that.
get home? I'm
Oh.
scared and alone.
Two old men walk down the path together. Who comes?
Yeah, but I'm asking as a DM, like, what are you guys doing? The rest of the party. I know Brad and Patello's following Gargak, so Nevik, Gargak, what are you guys doing?
Following the old guys, I guess.
Following these old guys.
Okay,
like
there
I
you
said,
go.
I just want to make sure. I just want to be clear. If I'm gonna split the party, let's do it. All right, so you guys are gonna go here. Yeah, so you're gonna come upon another path that just kind of goes through these woods. The path itself certainly seems familiar to Nevik. He and Valdir, once upon a time, committed a horrific crime on a path such as this. And like I said, it just seems very familiar to Nevik. The rest of you, it would appear to be an otherwise peaceful forest. But he certainly has that feeling of.
Are there any bird sounds?
Oddly enough, there are not.
There should be rain and thunder right now. I sort of remember that cart now. I kind of murdered a bunch of people.
You're going to be like, don't worry, buddy. It happens to all of us.
He just starts babbling on, like, in the middle of these woods. He's like, so, guys, this is a funny story, but I murdered a bunch of people in the woods like this one time.
It was me and Valdir, actually. And
I've murdered a bunch of people, too.
Wait, you and Valdir did... Wait, is this when you guys said you went hunting?
yeah, quote unquote hunting.
Wait, wasn't it raining profusely?
It was a bad stormy night, yeah.
You guys are going to get a pretty clear image of this because of the
Just all
telepathic bond.
of a
yeah.
sudden it starts to rain.
Oh yeah, kind of like this. And yeah, there were these guys who were talking shit about how they had just robbed a carriage, and we murdered them and took their shit.
Okay.
Good times.
Jason does not know how to feel about this.
I had my hand. It was good times. Elise was still around.
Is this when we're gonna get the first cameo of the hand skittering around?
The hand somewhere off in the distance skitters across a planked wood. Where this planked wood is, what it is, who knows? Catch an orange light.
Still had my hand. And yeah,
Um,
Elise was still around. Valdir wasn't nutty. Me and him went hunting, and instead of wrestling an owlbear like Gargag, we just killed some guys and took their shit.
Would it make you feel better if I set the forest on fire?
No.
we're
Yeah,
in the
the
forest.
group just as I know all at once.
Why would you
Some of us aren't
ruin
fire
such a precious memory with
retardant.
me and Valdir? It was good times.
Good times. I think I murdered a
those
lot
people.
of people.
Remember that time
Oh,
we totally killed? Oh wait, you
Yes,
guys
well-
weren't there, but yeah.
well, is this someone or something, or is this just a rock pile?
These are just rocks.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
sure,
Because
it would
very
certainly,
sure.
it would
Yeah.
certainly
Vaguely
be
look like a
easy.
person.
Yeah, they would certainly be easy. Like I said, with the kind of blurred, misshape of the distance of your eyes. Like I said, it would be easy to mistake for anything standing.
All
Hey,
these
well-
trees are actually ants, and they're going to attack us.
Don't put that shit out into the universe like that, bro. Ain't you ever heard of The Secret?
I mean,
Don't worry.
I think I've already done that sort of scene with my other campaigns with the on top surface shit.
Ants are
Yeah,
weak to fire.
The junior gingerbread man.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The horrificness.
Oh,
So as you go up here on this
There we go.
path's going to kind of go up and twist to the left, and you can see that it goes up this hill where there's a building, and off above the building looks to be like a statue, of some sort. Just standing around you, there are torches lit. This building is not unfamiliar to Ferrandis. It's one of the first human churches he ever saw, built for a god.
This is a graveyard, isn't it?
There is a graveyard surrounding this church, for sure.
What's this big statue?
Big statue.
Yeah, what kind of statue is that?
It appears to be a humanoid. As you get closer, he's definitely wearing some sort of long cloak and gray hair. The entire statue is not painted or anything. It doesn't, have any of that, but it looks like he has like a long beard and closed eyes. The face looks very solemn. It doesn't look happy. His hands are done in kind of a, I don't know how to describe it, like a monk kind of hold, where the robes are, over one another.
Can I do a
The
religion
carver
check?
didn't know how to do hands, so he just did the sleeves.
Yeah, I fucking feel that, brother. I draw fucking glove
mean,
hands.
Call
I
it-
so fucking feel that.
Call it what you want, dude, but that's
Holy
what
shit.
it was. Right.
Like, can I
Didn't
do a
know how to do
religion check on this?
Yeah, sure. Pretty good religion check on this.
I don't really know how to do this dude's hands. Just do like the solid rope thing,
Not
man.
great.
He'll
I'm
do-
not having good rolls tonight
So you're
either.
not sure, but you think it's meant to be a saint. Like you couldn't imagine, because he clearly looks like a human. His ears look human. Or maybe it was some hero of importance, but you're not sure.
I'm rolling an insight check to see what I remember about this church.
So you at the time were, a younger dragon, and you don't quite remember or know what god they were worshiping, but as you observed them, from a distance and didn't, choose to eat them like your brethren did, you watch them build these little buildings and gather on certain days and bury their dead with these markers. You found it fascinating.
Fayrandis is just gonna be thinking to himself, and was like, "This is how I was introduced to the morals religion."
Remember, you can't think to yourself.
What
so
is
y'all
this
just
place?
think
But
that.
he's announcing it because he thinks to everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, my fucking battery on my damn headphones are gonna die.
You're so
It's like,
connected.
Fayrandis is gonna turn to Jason to answer his question. It's like, this was when I was very young, even for dragonkind. I mean, even relative to human age, I was very young, and I just watched these guys from afar putting up these monuments and putting up these stones. And it's like, I don't really remember. I mean, this was 1,200 years ago. I don't really recall the specifics, but yeah, this was a church of some kind where they worship their deity. I remember being fascinated by you silly little humans and your religion.
I want to flip him off again.
Well, I mean, some of our gods were once of us. My god was.
Wait, are you literally telling me that you worship a dude that was just a dude?
Yeah.
Every religion in the world, Nevik.
I mean,
Nevik just suddenly becomes more disappointed. More disappointed with his existence. He's like,
what? I mean, yeah, but a majority of the
I've been
gods, they are of us. They once were.
You are literally telling
true,
me
I mean,
exactly what I've
Elvis
been saying.
specifically-
There
Elvis-
are no gods. They're just motherfuckers with power.
I
No
mean,
God.
it's true though,
Gotcha.
because Elvis specifically made that point. Is
Thanks.
this wouldn't have been a problem if I hadn't saved the humans and the humans hadn't elevated their, like the mortal races hadn't elevated their gods to god level. I mean, Elorath specifically said that in a way this is my fault for saving all the mortal races and allowing them to create their gods.
Well,
But the gods are a force of, well, most of the gods are a force of good.
Yeah, but Asarak certainly isn't.
Well, I mean, I would actually argue that Asarak's a force of nature less than a god. We all die. I mean, I guess maybe that might be a foreign concept for you.
Asarak is a personification of a force of nature, maybe not necessarily the force of nature itself. I'm gonna get like really
Right, but
semantic.
I mean, yeah, you can get really semantic, but I mean, there's a difference between like, to me, there is a difference between like the gods of like the like. There's like I have a god of life, but he's not the god of life. You understand? He that is the god of death, so he is more akin to a force of nature as opposed to like a god.
The statue stares blankly back.
I mean, we like I said, we all die. It's inevitable. So I mean, I feel like he would exist regardless. Even animals die, plants die. Who's to say that they don't have souls that go somewhere?
This building has, a large set of doors on it. Like I said, there's some torches lit around here. There's a path that goes continuing to the north, and there's a path that you continued coming from. There's also, several gravestones, markers around this area. There's some sort of cart off in the distance here to the south, and it looks like some of these walls have been broken and or crushed.
Is this an actual building here?
It is an factual building, bro.
Can I knock on the door?
You're free to knock on the door.
Clapta.
Knocking on this large set of doors, it echoes inside what seems to be a empty, large building. Being a man of a church, you certainly recognize a church when you see it.
It's definitely not about to be a church on the other side of this door. I'm gonna open the door.
Opening the door, you are going to see what certainly looks like a set of pews, but
Oh man, I thought it was gonna get real fucky.
A little, looks like stained glass windows are broken here and there, kind of painting these pews off in the distance. You see what looks to be maybe like a red painted pedestal. It's unclear. It's a little bit far off. So are you going to enter this building?
Yeah, I want to, but as I do, I'm gonna say to Faerundis, you say you spared these people, but where are they?
So you guys are going to this building. We are going to this building because that's how I can shift just one of you.
Yeah, I'm going to step into it. Yeah.
It's like this was over 1,000 years ago.
So, as the last of you, assuming Nevik's cowardly ass would eventually go in this building after being creeped out, being left alone out here, as the last of you go in this door, it's going to slam rather violently behind you. It's going to come quite apparent what the red stone was when you step in and get a little bit closer. It looks like it's bleeding. Now, the room itself does feel fairly familiar to Jason. This is one of the first rooms of suffering that he had ever witnessed in his life. And, Ilmater, like I said, does demand suffering and believes this is a good thing. A lot of the followers force this upon themselves in an act of devotion just to do this willingly. Like I said, and they do this. They literally will hurt themselves in front of an entire crowd, as if this were a sermon. Sitting on the pedestal off here, you can see what looks to be like a human skull.
Is this a watermark or is this significant?
It's a watermark.
I'm just making sure.
It's another memory clashing in on yours, man. It's another part of reality.
Someone else's memory.
Words! Gargak is just seeing letters. Words! No!
So yeah, I guess as I as I guess we walk as a group forward towards the pedestal, I would explain that I've been here before. This is where ritual suffering is performed.
And you would have been very young when this occurred. Like this was just, like I said, something that one of your first.
Hiding behind the pews.
Is Jason telling us about his life
Yeah,
here?
yeah. No, I'm telling you that I've been here. I'm telling you the purpose of this room.
Nevic's like going like, okay, he's like, how about you? How
So
about you? Everybody sees you, dude.
As before, can I see what
My
the
God.
name is?
There is a open, what looks to be some sort of curled piece of paper on one of the pews that you pass here on your left.
My God made it his mission to take on the suffering of others, and through that suffering to prop them up. And we also take on suffering, and sometimes by voluntarily. We believe by doing this it helps
Now,
ease the
one of the
suffering of the world.
things that you
That is
would
fucked up.
definitely be clear on, Jason,
fucked
you know, as this
It's
is
a
your,
voluntary thing.
as
We-
is
we
as this
choose
is your
to do
memory,
this.
is that in the memory of your past here, there wasn't like a skull that's set on top of this. This was something where someone stood and bled and like actively tortured themselves in front of this crowd. So it's kind of kind of slightly off. In Beirut, there is a piece of paper, like I said here. There seems to be a scrawl of markings upon it that are written in, for otherwise common.
Yeah, can I read it?
You can. It says, hear ye, by order of his Lordship Donovan of the Merchants Guild, sheep will no longer be allowed unpinned in the marketplace. Reverend Jacoby, prelate of Torm, is seeking brave men and women skilled in arms or magic to investigate a local disturbance. He offers each qualified respondent 10 gold pieces as reward. Hear ye, hear ye. It seems to be some sort of proclamation.
I was still but a lab when I was here last.
I'm gonna
But-
ask Jason. It's like, and I'm gonna read it out to Jason. It's like, does any of this resonate with you?
I'm not sure about that.
The
but
hear
this-
ye's.
This
I mean,
definitely
that's-
seems wrong. Something definitely does seem wrong. I'm going to
Vanilla
continue to
was
walk
gonna
forward
say,
towards
this
the
seems
pedestal.
right. This is your religion.
It was like the whole thing's very wrong. Yes, I agree with that statement. This entire thing is wrong. Yes.
I mean, we take on suffering in many forms. It's only our most devout that take on.
My mother used to tell me
The-
stories about these men that they used to call Jehovah's Witnesses. That's what you sound like.
Low blows,
That's what
low
you
blows,
sound like.
low
The
blows,
stories
low
of old that they used to come knocking at your door and pestering you about their time.
About giving up
That's
on
what
your,
you sound like.
giving up on your holidays. What? That when I found that out, I was
I mean-
like,
Favorite
yeah,
in this is just gonna put his hand on Jason's shoulder, and it's like, I got your back, man.
My God doesn't care who you are. He doesn't care what you think. He'll still take on your suffering, and I shall as well. So keep talking your fucking shit when you're dying in battle, and I fucking put my fucking holy juice inside of you. Wait, I should probably not have
Jason,
stayed.
That is
Jason and Faye Brandis, what is both your passive
Hey,
perceptions?
Vanella's gonna look at you and be like,
What?
Holy juice!
It's getting really weird over here.
I don't
Holy
like this.
juice. That's gross.
Tell me
She's
more.
gonna walk away.
Tell me
I don't know what
more.
just happened.
All right. So, Jason, what's your passive perception? Like 16?
17.
Okay, so yeah, you're both you favoring to say anybody over the 16 would see that. The moment Jason steps on the first step of this pedestal here, the skull itself kind of like shifts, like it moves slightly. A little bounce.
I'm just like, did you just guys see that thing move?
I think I did. This is wrong. This
Should I
I'm
throw a
going.
firebolt at the skull? Should I nuke the skull, guys?
I'm gonna
I
burn
would-
everything down, right? I'm gonna burn the forest down first, and then
I'll
we're gonna
burn
burn
the
down the
church down.
skull, and then we're burn the
No
church
offense,
down.
Jason, but I will burn the church down.
I'm gonna continue to approach.
I'm hiding behind this pew.
I'm just gonna back
Pretty
up my
much with
Jason.
every step that you step closer, this thing kind of shifts a little bit, moves, and eventually, as you get about, to the edge of this part right here, this thing just straight up full on becomes animated. And this isn't like the top part of the skull; it's the bottom part too. It has a jaw, and it starts speaking to you. And it's speaking in a loud, like cheerful voice that kind of echoes through this little hall. Good day, fine folk. You've come about the commission? Good, good.
Huh? Vanessa's her.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Surely that's why you're here. You can't have those bandits in that cave. I certainly need adventurers. If not, perhaps I can offer you something else. Come to confess
What?
your sins.
Or what are sins?
Confess your sins.
Going-
No, confess
What
my
is-
sins.
What is going on?
Renus is just gonna pipe up. It's like, you're a skull, right?
Shh, don't. That's rude.
I am not Skull. I'm Reverend Jacoby. I certainly have a skull.
Renus is gonna whisper in the mental link, and it's like, should we tell him?
I don't have any idea what's going on here.
I mean, you said this is your church, bro.
It was also slightly your church too, bro.
Yeah, but
Now, let's give Nevik. Are you listening in here, Nevik?
Yeah, I'm right.
All right, so Nevik, give me a history check for yourself, boss.
oh god,
How
Nevik
does
killed
this tie
Jacoby.
into Nevik?
Nevik killed Jacoby, didn't he?
No, but he remembers hearing the name Jacoby. He remembers hearing about, Jacoby paying some of the street urchin children to do nefarious things, and that he was a man to be avoided. But who knows?
It might not be the same guy.
Yeah, Nevik
That's
was
probably
never
not.
one for fucking details.
That's probably not the same guy. Right? Probably not.
But remember,
Man,
Nevik grew up as a street urchin, right? Basically on the streets in Daventry, and so as a street urchin amongst several others, there was definitely groups and people that they were told to avoid for various reasons.
Avoid the church.
And well, particularly he remembers the name Reverend Jacoby as someone and doesn't remember ever going and meeting him or seeing him or having anything happen to him. But he just remembers hearing that he had paid some of these urchins to do nefarious deeds.
Yep, still gonna maintain my stealth.
I don't know what you want me.
I'm not
I don't know
stepping
what you
up.
I don't know what you want me to do with this freak show, bro.
I mean, if you want me to,
How do I react to this?
I can cook the skull. Renus whispers in the mental link.
Have you not come to clear the bandits? I mean, we've sent others before, but understand, over the years, they've become quite skilled at their quote unquote jobs. This whole speaks.
We've come to do no such thing. Like, what is this hell? What is this fresh hell?
I mean, y'all walked into a.
Are you freaking out?
The fractured parts, man.
This is. I mean, you want how characters react to psychological horror?
Yeah.
Brother, you're hitting me deep in like some fucking
Yeah, man.
lizard brain shit here.
Yes, that is the point. Yes. I would apologize, but you were fairly warned about the madness. Okay.
With it.
Wait,
You
can
were
I
fairly
talk
warned
to
about
My
the
brain, I'm
skull?
just gonna the telepathic link. Roll with it.
Yeah,
Can I talk to
We're
the
totally,
skull?
we're totally here to.
Yeah, you might want to move a little bit closer, but yeah, these things are here now. There is
Yeah,
also
Penelope's gonna walk up
noticeably.
on the skull.
Well, you'll have to take the lead on this one for now,
Noticeably,
Nevik.
there
I
is
don't know how
blood
to-
on the ground here. This blood here does not seem dry. It seems almost fresh, like someone is
Okay.
bleeding.
I guess
I'm gonna ask him, what is the
Oh.
commission? What is it that we are to do?
Oh well, you know, we need the bandits cleared out from the cave nearby. They set up shop years ago, and it's been trouble ever since. And recently
So,
we've heard sounds of building there, and they can't be up to anything good.
so can I ask, whose blood is this on the floor?
Blood? What are you talking about? Blood on the floor?
You don't see this blood on the floor, Skull.
No, the floor is perfectly fine. Are you ill? Perhaps if you are, you should go see the nurse.
Vanello's gonna like.
I'm gonna stick my hand, like fingertips in the blood, and hold it up, and it's like, do you see this blood on my hand?
I see you holding your hand up. I don't see anyone bleeding here. Is there a problem?
I'm gonna step out of the shadows. It is I, the hero who has defeated the bandits.
Truly, you defeated them. Then you brought the pendant.
Yes.
Yes, what does the pendant look like?
Oh, the mayor's daughter will be pleased. Surely, can we have it?
No, it is bonded with me, and I must keep it with me for safekeeping.
I'm afraid that will be a problem. It's kind of the point he gave me the money for. I can't pay you if you were to keep it. In fact, I'm afraid the guards may be sent after you.
Well, then we'll take it right back and put it back. You go get it. How about that?
I'm gonna turn undead.
Did you say you're gonna turn
Oh,
undead
no,
on
don't
the
do this.
on the skeleton?
I'm sure this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn undead on the skeleton.
I'm sure this thing is equipped.
So we doing this, definitely shatters this illusion slightly for a second there, and you see this like oil painting kind of reality before you that just kind of blurs around, and after you're done, it's still there.
What?
Can I cast something at him?
This is
it
just
real?
a distraction.
Yeah, I know, but I want to cast
It
something.
didn't react to it.
Say what?
It didn't
wanted
react
to
to the
cast
spell at all.
It did not react as if it occurred to it. It seemingly as if that period of time did not pass for this, whatever it is.
We have to keep moving. My friend spoke too hastily. We are here to retrieve the pendant for you from the bandits, but you must let us leave from this place.
Oh, truly, you are. I can show you. I can tell you the cave. The cave's right to the north, past the statue, and once you go there, I mean, if you return with the pendant, I mean, I can tell you, we can give you the gold, and then things will be square, right?
This sounds like a trap. I'm sure there's plenty of adventurers that have returned.
We're in some hellish
so-
mines.
There were some adventurers. I mean, the failed adventurers such as yourselves,
Did they
we
make it
hired
back
in them.
and get their blood on the floor?
Well, I remember the stories. There were 7 of them last time, and they all came in oiled leather and shining steel. Alas, one of the 5 of them returned, but I heard them telling their tale, and they were talked of these lizards and this odd dragon lady, and spoke of a Tomet and all this. I don't know, but whatever these bandits are up to there, it can't be any good.
Sounds like a great
Right.
tale.
Anyway, the point is the place there has been abandoned for years, and most of these people around here have forgotten all about it. But however, the hunters and the woodsmen, they've been reporting hearing these strange soundings of buildings going on here, correct? And we can't have that coming from the cave. So if the bandits have returned, do let me know. We don't want a repeat of last time, so we'd like you to, investigate the noises, and if the bandits have returned, deal with them. And for
Can we talk amongst ourselves in our head?
For Tworm's sake, find out what's creating the noise so honest folk can at least sleep at night. I mean, surely you hear the banging. It's just gaudy. He's kind of disgusted. And then after that, he says, "I'll pay each of you 10 gold, and you can keep any coin you find there, any valuables that you can find on the bandits. At least none that the townsfolk can identify. Surely, those would have to be returned to their owners, of course." So what do you say? Will you accept?
Sure.
So, like I said, you guys are free to talk. Goes amongst yourself. I just wanted to pour this out on you. It is getting near 11, so we'll let you pause on this after we'll talk. But
Fayrandus mentally is just going to be like, Jason's right. Tomet Tomet has been gone for as long as the dragons have been gone. Like, this was closer to 1,000 years ago, is what he's talking about. This is just an illusion to distract us. We can't get stuck here.
That's why.
Like, Fayrindus is right with Jason, because he just said that the last Dragon King they're talking about, and you guys didn't even know this, so like modern times they have no idea who it is, so this is ancient.
Mm.
Y'all like it? Y'all like the fractured bars here? Trying to
I
break
do,
your
no,
break your
yeah.
brain?
This
Yeah?
is great. This is fucking great.
Memory. Yeah, I'm digging it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm good to keep going. I don't know about everyone else.
I got an 11 o'clock cutoff, but like I said, I want to
can
figure
go
out
till 11.
what you guys
See
are
what
doing.
happens.
Yeah, so you guys want
Yeah, so we got like 20 minutes.
Talk to this guy.
Yeah,
let's
let's
just
roll
bullshit.
for 20
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah.
Well, you guys can do whatever you want, man. Like I said, you got 20 minutes. You can keep wandering, whatever. But when we get to 11, I'm gonna cut off. So
like Aaron's just like,
I'm
there's no
thinking
point staying
pause here.
This is a memory.
Yeah, I guess we can stop here, but we got to keep going as soon as we
Yeah,
get
we
guys
back.
wanna
gotta
stop
leave
it?
this place.
Well.
Yeah.
It's not but a memory.
This better be the opening. It's
This is
not
some
better
sort
than-
of warp fucking
shit,
memory,
got my
bro.
shit. So are you walking off from this guy like after he asked you? Because I know Fayrindus said.
No, I don't want to walk away from this guy. I honestly I want to cast.
He's not real.
Something is. Oh, there. Oh, yeah.
Like,
But
Fayrindus
something
and
don't
Jason are
seem
just
right.
like, this isn't real. Yeah, it doesn't seem right because it's not real.
No, but on another level.
We're kind of in a wacky place.
All wackiness. You know,
Oh yeah,
I guess it's just a
Penelope
woman
find
thing.
the
Okay, you know what? I'm
entire
just
thing
gonna put my
off-putting
woman's
as-
intuition. Something just
Yeah, she would feel off this entire thing off-putting as fuck. Yeah, like fucking for real. Like even like as a seal, like in character, because she's in a church, which is something that it's kind of foreign as fuck to, the whole seal, like seals in general. Like they don't really have like buildings that are dedicated to churches like this.
Yeah, this whole religion thing is.
It's celebrated differently, and
I think we all saw the blood back at the altar.
Yeah, the fresh blood there, which definitely looks like someone died out.
Just recently.
But it's not. I mean, it's not fresh. It's some sort of warped memory.
Mm.
I mean, Fayrindus is just gonna be point blank depending on the events he's talking about are 1,000 years old, and he's
No, I know that, but Penel has never experienced this before, so this is like, what?
None of us have experienced anything of this
Well,
nature.
you gentlemen have, yes, you have, because the memories I'm watching, they crazy as fuck.
This is some sort of sick fucking mishmash of our memories.
No, but it's based on truth somewhere in between. Somewhere in there is the truth, the lie, and what really happened.
This is Jason's church, but this
Of
is
suffering, where they whip themselves and punish themselves, and he's been doing
yeah,
it
but
since
this
he
is
was 12.
Jason's church from when I knew it.
It's only the
Oh.
most extreme of my religion. Most of us believe in taking on the suffering in others in different ways.
But yeah, but this is a church belonging to Jason's group but it is
What?
from
Am
the
I having your
time,
eye gouged out?
but it's from the
But-
time that I was here.
It was my church happened to be the church that inspired him to let the mortals keep living, apparently.
Wow.
Or
On that note,
or-
I'm
or
gonna say
or it's totally not
That
that.
is
And
telling
as
me
we walk
better.
through that door, it's just some sort of twisted perversion where it's like
Yeah.
mixing our memories together.
Mm-mm. Okay. All right.
Fayrindus will say, my memories are of nothing but death.
Well, I mean, you also wouldn't have been inside of the church.
They wouldn't have let Baby Dragon in.
You're gonna love my
If you ain't
memories.
got nothing nice, don't say it at all.
Gargak's like, dude, you remember that 100-year war? Yeah, I spent like a majority of my life in that shit. I have beheaded a lot of people. Yes, you guys are sitting in this church, and this guy, like I said, this animated skull is speaking to you, and he seems adamant. And he's like, "So, you're gonna do it?"
Yeah,
If you-
yes, but you have to
In a
let
minute.
us out of
In
here.
a minute.
Oh, certainly. The door's that way. I'm not holding you prisoner by any means.
But Jason, if this is your church and he's asking you to go defeat the bandits, wouldn't that be relieving the suffering that they're feeling because of the bandits?
This isn't real.
What he's described is that he has said there's a cave nearby in which bandits used to live, and at one point, adventurers that he hired previously went, and some of them died, but they did eventually come back, and they said they had cleared out the bandits. And now, several years later, there have been recently heard sounds of construction from said cave, and he wants you to go investigate because he fears that these bandits and smugglers have come back. And to be careful, because last time some of the adventurers died, and he would not like a repeat of that.
This is less of memories and more like nightmares.
And yes, also he clearly does not seem very present in that, when you're showing him blood and telling him he's a skeleton and so on, that he just is like, what are you talking about?
Okay, so yeah, I guess we move on from here.
Favorite is just going to think to the
This
party, like, we can't
conversation.
afford to chase dreams.
Yeah, then we move on. End it here, and when we come back, we're in another dream.
They all dreams. They all
Mhm.
dreams, man.
I know, right?
We all float down here.
Okay.
We all. I was about to say we all.
What are dreams, man? What dreams may come kind of shit.
What dreams may come. That was a good.
Yeah, slight inspiration here. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah, great movie.
I love that movie. I really did.
When you were talking about oil painting, I was like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
well, then when they
Picking up putting that.
the way when they create that reality, yeah, I really like that, and I thought that would make a good premise for a fractured forest of memory. So, yeah. So I like the idea of it being kind of blurred in the distance when you move your eyes quickly and things like that. Like it definitely seems like it could be fake, but when
Focused
you focus
on that
it, it
memory.
looks real. Yeah.
Like if you've ever done like a massive amount of acid or shrooms.
Yeah, you definitely feel it. Yep. You've had that vibe.
Like when you said it's kind of blurry on the edges, I knew exactly what you meant.
Yeah.
Kind of fuzzy.
And yeah, like I said, it's definitely meant to be confusing, a little bit maddening. I mean, because you were warned though. I mean, like you saw what Tensar was after. Like he was like, dude, I made it about 4 days and that shit, I almost died every time. Yeah.
We got this.
And the undead.
I'm just trying to get some character roleplay in, man.
The undead lady's like, yeah, I'm not going in this shit. Like I did that shit before, y'all.
Like,
yeah, I enjoyed this evening with all the roleplay for sure. I thought that was
Maybe
very
Elise can make a cameo.
fantastic. Oh,
Let's
yeah, we
hope.
have some nightmare shit with her. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and Nevix one.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We have to get Dylan in on a session. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, I would love to get him out, but I don't.
Yo, I would completely love to watch to run into Memory Valdir and just have real Valdir fucking come in out of nowhere and tackle the fake one.